Is that why you got that thing?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Hey, Brian. Guess we were having some technical difficulties again. Finally made it to the live stream. Glad you're here. I'm gonna be really good at this soon. So, how are you doing tonight? How's everybody doing tonight? Hey, Dusty. I was gonna text you and see if you were gonna join our live. I'm glad you're here. Eric, what's going on? What is going on, guys? What's going on? So I showed Mike the video, the section of our video. If you guys watched our video from that was uploaded today, that we did at the old nursing home hotel. Hey, universe, how you doing? And one of the sections, Dusty thought she saw a shadow that they kind of went was on the corner of a bed and went under the bed, which it did look like a shadow. I'm not denying you that. But I did show it to Mike too, and I didn't suggest what it was, but he did say that he thought it was just a shadow of the doorknob as well. Okay, it's time to cook and feed the kiddos. I understand. So you're gonna be running back and forth. Totally understand. Say hey to the people, okay?
Hey, everybody.
Mike is being mellow tonight. I don't think he's feeling well. How was the hunting the other night? This past weekend? Oh, it was yesterday. Actually, dang, yesterday.
It was.
Busy.
We did more driving than the video, but it was. We didn't really get a ghost hunt per se.
Right.
We just did um pretty much explore. We didn't do a ghost hunt.
Dusty says, "Smile, Mike, smile."
I've been feeling down all day today. Just ain't been myself. Just been emotional, really. Thinking about my mom and son all day. Went by his grave before I came home. I guess just one of them days.
Yeah, we can always postpone our live.
That's good. Yeah.
You sure?
Go ahead and do it.
People are used to seeing you more upbeat and chipper and joking around, and
Yeah.
I guess you can't be like that every time, right?
No, I just, like I said, I just been down all day. I just
Right.
been,
I know.
yeah. I've been trying to cheer myself up, but it seems like the more I try, the downer I get. I don't know what it is. Just going through a lot, I guess. There's a lot on my mind, I guess. I don't know. It'll be all right. Life goes on.
Universe says I can feel Mike's emotions. Dusty said, I was just going to say that grief train comes in waves. Mike, we can postpone for real. Take care of you, my friend.
Oh, I'm good. I'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll be all right.
Well, universe says I hope you feel better. Guys, how's our audio and the camera? Because I have you on my laptop today trying to do something different. That way we won't get interrupted by the phone. Brian said Twitchy's been feeling the same way.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's rough when you get down like that.
I just woke. Be honest with you, I just woke up like this. I mean, I just didn't feel like doing nothing all day, and um, I don't know.
Carmen said, "May God lift your spirits." Right. Hello, Deborah. Hope you guys are doing good tonight. Susan, I'm so sorry, Susan. Mom died 3.5 weeks ago. She's been kind of down today as well. I'm sorry. Sorry for your loss.
Yeah, we're sorry for your loss.
Okay. Thank you, Brian. Brian said our video and audio is good, decent. Deborah said it's okay. Universe, poor Mike, it's really sad feeling. I hate to see anyone sad. I think
I won't say I'm sad. I just feel down, and I say down because yeah, I don't, I don't know if it'll be sad or down, but I just feel like I can't pick my spirit up. You know what I mean? I don't. It's I even listen to music to try to lift my spirit up. And it just I guess it's just one of them days. I don't know. I don't know.
so. Dusty's suggesting maybe you want to share an uplifting, happy story of TY. That make you feel better? Like,
I don't I don't know because I don't think that's it though. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's I don't I think it's just one of them days. You know what I'm saying?
just to add a little bit of everything that's bothering
Yeah,
you.
pretty much. Just trying to overcome, I guess, everything that you're going through. Um, I kind of felt like this yesterday, but I pretty much hold myself together. But today, I just couldn't control it, and like I said, all day I've been trying to lift myself up, to lift my spirits up. Thinking about my son and my mom, and I don't know. Before I left the house today, I was watching YouTube, and the video came on about reincarnation, and I don't know if I've been thinking about that since then or just imagining things. Anyway, I called Drina and I said, what is your the podcast gonna be about tonight? She said, I don't have no idea. And I said cremation. For some not cremation, reincarnation. For some reason that's just been on my mind for some reason. Um, I don't know why. I don't even know why the video even came up because I never searched for reincarnation things on my YouTube.
That's true too. Universal mentioned that running, filming, doing paranormal sometimes can take a toll on you. But we took a break for what, a couple weeks, week.
I don't. If that's the case, I think it's more to it than just YouTubing. I've been we've been going through a lot. I've been thinking about a lot. Um, but maybe it's just everything combined into one. You know what I mean?
I
But
think it's
tomorrow I'll probably be a lot better. It's just that I don't know. Like I said, I think it's just one of them days that you just can't be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Regardless on
how hard you
how
try.
hard you try, you just can't be yourself. And it's just one of them days. I don't. I don't. I'm always busy. You know what I'm saying? I'm always doing something, so I won't say it's bad. So it's just one of them days, I guess. I guess I like people have bad days. It's just one of them days for me. It started off. I hurt my finger, and then I even, it's the crazy part though. Um, I even text Drina today, and I told her, on a text that I didn't feel like she loved me the same. You know what I mean? Now, where did that come from? So I just told her I feel like I'm alone. You know what I mean? And I don't even know why I felt that way, but that's the way I've been feeling all day. You know what I mean?
Maybe something did come over you, but you said you've been feeling like this a couple days.
No, it started yesterday. Well, I think it started Saturday. I think it started Saturday. Um, that's why I remember when I was laying down, I told you I didn't feel good,
Yeah.
and I think that's when it started. But Sunday, I went DJ Saturday night. Well, let's go back. I DJ Friday night, but Sunday, I just I wasn't feeling hot. I wasn't feeling too good, so I was trying to cut the yard and stuff, and I seemed like I got overwhelmed with that, so I came and laid down. So I called Dren and told her to come out. I just wasn't feeling good, so I checked my blood pressure. It was kind of high, but it wasn't real high. So I went on about my day. I eventually got up, went and finished cutting the yard. My brother's son and his uncle was here, so I stood out there and conversated with them a while. To the, I didn't even want to be around them no more. You know what I mean? I just came in the house. I told them I was coming in the house, took a shower, and laid down and just relaxed before I went and DJ'd. And I DJ'd, played a little bit. I didn't play too much. I let the other guy play. Then Sunday, everything was okay, but it wasn't the best. And I just went on about my day. I just tried to enjoy my day. We got with Chris and Tony. I mean, Joe and Tony. You know what I'm saying? So the day was okay. And I got kind of aggravated with that because they wanted to go somewhere different than I wanted to go. But I didn't mention to nobody. I told Drina, but because one of the places we went yesterday, I didn't really want to go there. I wanted to go to a forest, and it was supposed to be a haunted, like wooded area. That's where I wanted to go. But we ended up going somewhere else. But that didn't really bother me. I didn't really care too much about that. And then when we got to the second place, the general house, and what it wasn't the same. It just seemed like um, they
Well,
was looking for something. Somebody came in there and
I was
just
gonna
tore up
say, yeah,
everything.
they watched
But
it.
what really seemed like it aggravated me was the general's suit was gone. And for some reason, it aggravated me. And I was like, I hope the family got it. You know what I'm saying? I hope the family came and got it. And I don't know if that had something to do with it, but I just felt like, why would somebody take his suit? That just total disrespect.
Right.
And his army suit at that. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of aggravated me. Like, kind of made me a little angry, but we ended up
Yeah.
leaving. But it's just that it just been. I would say I've been like this for like since Saturday. I would say, and the day is just I just couldn't overcome it for some reason. And I tried everything, listening to music, um, laughing, because I'm a person that don't let my situations or whatever gets me down because I still try to be the same person all the time. But today was just one of them days I just couldn't get it off of me. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, to the point I even felt like Trina didn't even love me no more. I felt like I was alone. You know what I'm saying? And just a little while ago when I came home, my dog barking. I cussed my dog out, told her to shut up, but in a cuss word. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's just one of them days. I don't know. But it's just I don't fucking
I'm
think.
sorry.
But it is what it is, I guess.
Well, our prayer warriors, please pray for Mike, and Mike will have to do maybe some cleansing or something. Maybe something has affected you. Um, Joyful mentioned something about us doing the Estes method. And I said before, we only tried that one time and it kind of freaked me out a little bit. And maybe that affected you in some kind of way? We
But how would I know if that's the case? How would I know what affects me? You know what I mean? I don't. I know that I usually don't let things affect me to this point. You know what I'm saying? Because I can get upset. Next 5 10 minutes, I'm happy again. But
right.
today it's been all day. I just been not really aggravated. I just been down. You know what I'm saying? I just been down. So I don't
Well, we got David in the room. Hey, David. Hope you're doing good tonight. Got Adrian. Thank you, David. David sent prayers.
Thank y'all. But it'll be all right. I'll be all right. I'll be all right. I'm a bouncer, so I'll be good. Just one of them days.
Brian said Mike is an outgoing person. I've only met him once, but he is an outgoing dude with a great personality. He is. That's why I'm with him. He's an outgoing dude with a great personality. Universe said she thinks that you should do some grounding work. She just heard that in her ear. I wish we had. He got something that came. I think it's a possibility. Thank you for the hugs. Thank you for the prayers, guys. Brian said you can have them. Brian don't want to share you or share with me. You. You're supposed to laugh at that thing. Um, Mike's gonna take a break, guys. Yeah, you might. I don't know. Right now, David. Maybe later you can call them and see what's going on with them. Universe sends all hugs and prayers, some positive vibes. Thank you, guys. Thank you, David. Y'all are the best. What's going on, Joshua? Thank you so much, Dusty. I just want my positive and happy, upbeat energy to, transfer to him. And hopefully, all your positive prayers and positive feedback will do the same as well. So, what's up, Joshua? What's going on? On a lighter note, I so we finally hit our 5,000 subscriber mark. And back a few months ago, or no, actually longer than that, because it was during Halloween of last year. I mentioned we want to go to the Conjuring house. I want to go to the Conjuring house. Mike wants to go. His daughter even wants to go. And yeah, we said once we hit that 5,000, we're going to the Conjuring house. So that's exciting. That'll be coming up. That's nice of you, Josh. Very nice of you. Thank you, Joyful. Yes, guys. Finally, like, geez. Hey, looking good. That's a cute name. I like that. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, Brian. Y'all can go on Spirit. Maybe we could call you on Twitchy up on FaceTime and she can do some magic work and see what's going on around us. Oh, geez. That's a drive. That's like way up there. That's north of New York. So, what's that? What's New York? How far is New York from us? Like a 20 something hour drive? 19 hour? I think it's 19 hours, isn't it?
17.
17? Yeah, so anywhere between 17 and 20-hour drive. But we're gonna drive. I think that would be fun. Plenty of stops along the way. Just a warning: be completely grounded when you go there. Definitely, I definitely agree. It's not anytime soon. If we do go, um, hopefully it'll be like I said before. It'll be around my birthday, so it'll be around October that we end up going. Thank you so much. You know we're going to be doing some lives, jumping on lives while we're doing it as well. So yeah, I have so since I'm on good old StreamYard tonight, Hooking Good said, "What's up, Mike?"
Hello.
He said, "Hello." We're trying to cheer up Mike tonight.
No.
Oh, really joyful? Libras? Are you a Libra? Joshua said, "Mike, a man was caught taking me out, talking me out my favorite breakfast meat in San Jose. They call him the Bacon." That's a joke,
Oh,
right? That's a joke, right, Josh?
oh, for bacon.
Yeah,
Okay, I got you.
I'm laughing.
Yeah.
So I want to invite some people.
All right, I got you. I got you.
He got it. My birthday is on the 21st. 21st of October. I got a lot of my family members are in October. My sister's is on the 9th, and my brother's is on the 14th, and I'm on the 21st.
We're almost on the ninth.
Oh yeah. Oh, it is. Yeah. And his brother Roman is also on the 9th.
Keeping you sharp. Man.
Oh, it's moving a little fast. Lakeisha, hello. Thank you for subscribing to our channel. We appreciate you guys and the support. Just know that we are we're a positive channel, open-minded, and yeah, like people to come on and give their opinions of how they feel about certain things as well. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Unless you're talking about me.
And Mike likes to talk trash all the time, so be prepared. Brian said, "I have some info on that certain cemetery. I don't." Okay. We won't say nothing. We'll save that for next time.
Thank you. Who is that?
Hooking
Looking
good.
good.
Hooking.
Hooking good creations.
Hooking good.
Hooking. What are you fishing for? Good creations.
Right? That's true. I never even, I've been thinking you crochet. Do you crochet or do you fish? Looking good.
Your teddy bear.
Her son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she called him teddy bear. Yes, everybody, welcome Lakeisha. Joshua, love you, brother.
Thank you, brother. Love y'all too, man. Appreciate it. I'm trying to get back to me, man. It just I don't know. I don't know.
Brands is the 25th. Keep the jokes coming, okay, Joshua?
Mike and Janice, so fresh when Mike at Dusty Divine some tacos. They talking
They
Taco
Bell.
Bell in it. About it.
Taco Bell about it.
That was kind of not so fresh, literally fresh. That was like dry.
He's trying.
I know. He's trying. Wait a minute, ain't he the DJ? Who's the DJ?
No,
Who
not
who does
Josh.
the mix?
That's the guy from
Josh, what you do? That's he stays in Clearwater, right?
Australia. No, that's Brian.
Oh, Brian. No, we
I
got
remember
this.
you guys. No, there's Brian is in Clearwater.
Which
I'm not
Brian?
sure where Joshua.
Not the Brian that went
Oh
ghost
no,
hunting.
not the Brian that went
Okay,
ghost hunting.
that's
There's
what I was
another
thinking
one.
about.
Yeah, there's another one.
Okay, where you living so fresh from? Josh, where you
I
from?
don't remember. Joshua. Okay, I was right. I like fishing too. We like fishing. Mike has been thinking about starting a fishing channel, you guys, and I think he should. He ain't got to do nothing but sit out there with the camera and watch people fish, or he can fish himself. What you thinking about? You good?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Letitia, where are you from?
Mike's my fresh squeeze. He is my fresh squeeze.
Here's my mom's voice.
Oh wow.
Damn, wait a minute.
Oh,
Damn,
Brian.
Taco Bell is in my mind. That's a loud row.
You know they got those nacho fries back. I don't know what it is about those nacho fries. I know I don't need them, but I keep going back and getting some. How do you say what's the opposite of coffee?
The opposite of coffee.
Sneezy.
Sneezy. How is that? How is that the opposite of coffee?
It's jokes make you gotta think
Think
about them
about it.
sometimes. Val,
I
our
don't. I don't.
anniversary.
I don't mean. I just heard my mom's voice. That's why I paused for a minute. But yeah, yeah. That's I just heard my mom. But anyway, um, fishing and who said fishing and drinking something? You just moved the thing.
Oh, it's just moving. Joshua
Oh, he's in
is in
Nebraska, store in
Nebraska.
Nebraska. I work at a convenience store in Nebraska, so that means you live in Nebraska. But
Stop, buddy. Go.
okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're finna get to the. I love fishing. I just don't like. You sound like her. But we
No, I
fin.
like putting the bait. I don't
Since
mind putting the
when you
bait. I don't like taking all the fish off. The bait is
you don't even
fine.
like this fry
Oh
the
wait,
live
wait.
shrimp.
I don't do
Come
the
on,
live
man.
shrimp though.
Anyways,
That's it. But the other bait I can
okay.
handle.
Um,
Oh, thanks. Looking good. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the videos.
who in here believe in reincarnation? That's what the topic is about tonight. Somebody say, they want to talk jokes.
Well, we're a little behind.
You're a little behind.
Yeah.
Um,
Here goes here goes Brian's joke. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let's see if we can get Brian's joke. What did the ghost say to the wrestler? You can't see me.
wow. John Cena, right?
Thanks, David. Are you going? Are you leaving us already? You got to work
Dave,
tomorrow.
play hooky, David.
David said you're gonna play his pay his bills.
What you say, man?
Joyful. I just like putting the pole in the water and taking it out. Is that fishing? Like, is that fishing with a fishing pole? Oh no. Must be some rough storms up there, David. Hope you stay safe.
Yeah, it's supposed to be some rough storm.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Coming through from Texas all the way up.
That's nice, Joshua. Said everyone's accepting there. He's happy.
Hmm?
These dad jokes, though, right? Okay. So Joyful does not believe
You
in
don't believe in
reincarnation.
reincarnation?
No.
What, can I ask why? David said he lost power tonight.
Um, you said you had to take Asia, or were you speaking of Hazel to the doctor this morning? Emergency.
That's
Oh, Hazel. Is she okay? Did she come home? Or is she still having issues breathing? So Dusty says, I'm going to text you a photo of your grandpa. 17-year-old, 100 years apart, you will be blown away. Yeah, David, I hope Hazel gets better soon. I'm so sorry you're going through that. Okay. Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear that, David. Poor baby. I don't know why I believe in reincarnation.
yeah. I think
Hey, Miss
hey, Miss CG.
CG.
I think I believe it's real. And there's just too many unexplained of kids talking about what they once was in their previous life, and how would they know these things if they're not at that age to know these things. So it has to be reincarnation. And me personally, I just believe life repeats itself over and over again. Even as we start off at infants, and as we get older, we go back to that same stage again as an infant. So I really believe in reincarnation. You know, I've seen a lot of videos and a lot of TV shows about reincarnation. I just don't understand why it was on my mind today so heavily.
Well, because you saw that show. Did it just pop up
Yeah,
as a suggestion?
yeah.
Yeah, that's why. I know I saw one a while back about a kid who um, said that he was in the military and that he had uh, fond memories of it. He like said he was in an airplane crash and talked about his best friend, and his best friend, him and his best friend were flying next to each other, and his best friend went down first, and then he said he went down and he passed in that airplane crash because his parents kept saying he had this infatuation with planes and
Man.
military
But not only that,
equipment.
he could tell you this one that he could, a little child can tell you the ins and out of the Empire State Building. It never been in it a day in his life. The one, oh wow, Dave. Um, the one I watched today was about.
Love you,
It's
Jasmine.
called. It's on YouTube. Hey, Jasmine. It's called My Son or My Child Came Back as My Brother, and it was crazy, but it was very interesting. So I don't know if that what got me on the subject of reincarnation, but it's just so much that can't be explained. How would these kids know these things?
So Universe died twice,
Oh
was brought
wow.
back, was told I had an assignment to complete before I can come home. I seen both heaven and hell and experienced both. Wow.
Hmm. So who told you that you had the assignments to complete? Do you recall that, or is it just stuck in your head that it was said?
Wow.
Where is it going down?
Yeah.
Let's see.
She said she's raising her grandpa. See the pictures she sent of her.
And that's Dusty's picture. That
Yeah, this
is
is her
his.
grandfather. That's her son.
That's the one that passed away. Oh, that's the one that's
No,
living
this
down.
is her living son.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
yeah. They look identical.
Jeez. You said you died, Dusty, and came back. Wow. Now here's a question I want to ask. Uh, for Dusty Universe, that done experienced, death. Did did you guys see the light, as they call it? Speaking to them, are you talking about hooking good creations? Are you talking about Universe when she passed away? When she said that there's things she have to accomplish. Is that what you're saying about the Holy Ghost um, been speaking to them?
Well, the universe had said hell was a scary place. It was God's voice she heard.
Not being funny or not being sarcastic, but how do you know that's God's voice? I'm asking these questions for everybody, not just myself, because you know how we know who's telling us the things that we hear. Just like a second ago, I thought I heard my mom's voice. How do I know that was her? You know what I mean? So how will we know um, the voices that we hear are the people we think they are?
She said because she saw him.
You saw him, as in
Hmm.
God.
Yeah,
Okay, now here's a question. We have seen pictures of Jesus, but we never seen a picture of God. So how would you know that's God? Because all the pictures we see in church are pictures of Jesus, not God.
right. Yeah, you hear it in your head.
So you said you heard it in your head.
Yeah, God is of air. He's like spirit.
So your thoughts is God. Think about it.
No,
Okay, so how would you know the difference between your thoughts and God speaking to you?
I guess because
I'm not being funny or trying to be sarcastic. I'm
it's
just trying
a
to get to
manly
understand it, and I'm sure a
voice,
lot of people want to get to understand it. So how do we know the difference
right? God
between
was
our
never a man or
thoughts?
human. He's was like
I'm not saying he's man or human, but I'm
right.
just saying she said she's seen God. But I'm saying, how would you know how God looked? Because the only pictures we ever seen is of Jesus.
I think he is. I don't know how. I think it's everybody has their own vision of how he looks. Just angelic, I guess, and
I just want to get the understanding of how do we understand who we talking to. What visions we having, and you understand what I mean.
right.
So that's why I'm asking these questions, not trying to blast nobody or trying to put nobody down. I'm just trying to get the understanding. How do we know who we're talking to or who we're listening to? I can understand when it comes down to something positive, we can say, that's God talking to us, or that's Jesus talking to us, or we hear something negative, we can say that's the devil. But in reality, how do we know who's saying what? And that's just like the words we speak. The words we speak today is only we taught these words and we're taught the meanings of them. But in reality, we really don't know the meaning of them. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm trying to get the understanding of how do we know who is who and what is what, because we don't. you know and that's why we do these things to try to figure out, you know Because everything, this whole world is a mystery. This whole world is mystery. I don't care how many books we read and all the knowledge we have is still a mystery. You know what I'm saying? So that's the understanding I want to get even out of doing the paranormal and learning about different types of spirits and different types of ghosts and different types of beings, is to try to get to understand it, try to get to know what we're dealing with or what we have to deal with.
Right.
And that's why I try to try to get to understand.
It's, I guess it's different
Hmm.
religions though. I was raised in the church that I came up, and
Well,
we were taught in Sunday school that God and Jesus were two different people. They weren't the same. Um, and like I said the other day when we had the conversation, I said God gave His only begotten Son, which was Jesus, because they always said Virgin Mary, and I always used to think, how could Mary be a virgin, but she gave birth to a child? Like,
okay.
where did the child
This,
come
this,
from?
this is what I understand, right? God created Jesus for him to walk in the flesh because God's a spirit. So he created Jesus for God can walk in the flesh as Jesus. That's the understanding I get. And if you guys get a chance, if you go to what's that guy's name? He's a pastor. I can't think of his name. But when his name come to me, I'll tell you exactly who to go to. But that's the understanding I have. The, the that Jesus is actually God in the flesh. So God made Jesus because he wanted to walk on the earth for example, to lead by example.
True.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all a mystery. You know what I'm saying? So
So Looking Good previously said that, you know how you have faith, you can't see faith, it's just something you believe.
right,
When
right, I agree.
right when the Holy Ghost spoke to her, she was in deep depression and didn't even want to live anymore. I was thinking in her mind, in my mind, no one. Oh, she was thinking in her mind, no one loves me, but he said, I love you. My eyes flew open and I looked around and asked the people next to me if they heard anything, and they said no. So she heard it. She was the only one to hear it in her
Right.
mind.
Yeah, I can believe that. Yeah.
And CG said they are one, but not one. They're one on one accord, right?
Well, they're one because God is a spirit, but Jesus was in the flesh. He was a human that walked. So that's why God created Jesus, was because he wanted to walk in the flesh to lead by example, the way you should live your life. Exactly, pretty much, it shows the way. Exactly. That's what I mean by lead by example.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. I totally agree. I don't at all believe Mike is being rude because you have to ask questions. Exactly. Yeah. And when it comes to religion, it's a lot of questions to be asked. Me and Mike both grew up in church.
Mm-hmm.
We grew up differently though. Like,
I was a Christian. I grew up in a Christian church.
yeah.
Yeah. Holy Ghost girl. We had the Holy Ghost.
I mean, yeah, we had the Holy Ghost and all that, and I mean, my church was very old school church. So
Y'all didn't have no drums.
no,
What? You
no
was in Baptist church
drums.
then. You was in Baptist
No,
church.
it was AME Methodist,
Well,
Methodist Episcopal.
yeah.
Yeah, very old school. We even had old school day where we would dress up as pilgrims. Like,
No, I ain't never
yeah,
do that.
it was
Yeah.
like what the
Oh, go down.
fourth Sunday, everybody stood up
Go down to the new comments.
and they would just give praise, sing a song.
Wait a minute. Go show that
Show what?
right there where you hit show.
Okay.
No, not that one. This one. Yeah. You,
Oh, because of your son, right?
is that because your son,
Yeah,
Dusty?
that would be her only reason, I would think. You're not being rude for asking questions.
Thank you guys.
Thank you,
Not,
looking good. We try to
thank you.
keep a positive
Yeah.
community over here.
I
We
just,
don't.
I think we all, have questions. You know what I mean? But be honest with you, some of these questions you can't ask certain
That part.
Christians. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to fight and
That
everything.
part. Oh gosh, yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And one of the religion are one of religions and politics. Them things that, whew, them the worst things ever to
That's
talk
like
to
an.
people
It
about.
is a
Yeah.
never-ending conversation because
Hmm.
everybody is opinionated, and everybody has their own opinion. And there's so many religions in this world. And I always told Mike, I'm like, what do they all have in common? To me, is they just all have faith in something or someone or some type of being, and that's what they go off of. It's their faith that they have for and love that they have for whoever that they read on or pray to, and that's why there's so many.
I think, and this is my opinion again. I think that there is one God, but the reason that there are so many different religions because they're different. They call them different names. So that's what makes, I think, and it's different beliefs, but it's all for one God. That's just my opinion. Because I think every culture,
Right.
even to Africa, to Buddha, to whoever, I think it still worships one God. But a lot of people, once again, when it comes down to Jesus, Buddha, and these other
Yeah, that part too.
names that's under God, all reflects to like Jesus to God.
Hmm.
That's my opinion. But it's all one God. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it, Eddie Griffin said it most. We all are born to know to understand right from wrong. So the commandments in the Bible are right and wrong. These are things that we should already be in our essence. We are born to love. We're not born to hate. Hate have to be taught.
Hmm.
I believe we're born to love. That's why a child clings on to his mother.
Thank you,
You
Joshua.
understand? And the parents and the siblings, because they automatically learn to love. You know what I'm saying? And I think hate has to be taught. And because I don't believe God hate. I think God punish, and I think He allowed things to happen. You know what I'm saying? Um, but He's a loving God. So that's my opinion on religion. But
We getting old Mike back, y'all. We getting old Mike back. You
anyways,
reviving.
but
Y'all at a
but
revival. Trina Mike's revival. I'm sorry.
anyway, I already been told I should have been a pastor, but not.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is that I think we as human, as people that's walking this earth now, to us is a mystery. I understand that people follow people. You listen to preachers preach,
Hmm.
but you got to understand that whatever that preacher's teaching you is from their understanding.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So if that preacher teaches you one thing, you might go to another preacher. He might teach you something totally different under the same passage from the Bible, because that's their understanding of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I think a lot of religions come from as well,
Hmm.
because they take their part that they want to make God or Jesus, and then they switch it up to their belief.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where me personally, I think that's where a lot of these cult preachers or preachers that take people's money to make themselves riches, but don't care about the congregation. So, and that's what they do. They use the Bible to do that. And then you got some people that give these people their last money.
Yeah.
While they lie to them and say they're gonna make it to heaven or they're gonna make it to hell if they don't give them money.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's on another subject. But right? Hey, when you go talk about God, bro, it come tell you, right? You know what I mean? Just give you all kind of energy. But I feel a lot better. You know what I mean? And it's this. I should have. You know what? I didn't. When I was earlier, I didn't even think about praying, and I didn't even pray. I'm just talking about God, and everything's changed. But that's weird. But it's not weird. But anyway, I think actually when I thought I heard my mom's voice is when I felt the difference. But we totally off the subject of what we supposed to be talking about tonight, and that's reincarnation.
We're just going with the flow right now.
Right.
This is how our live stream turns into 2 hours.
Yeah. but we don't. But anyway, but well, you know what though?
I mean, what do you think they say about us? We're out in the streets.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing though. Listen. This is what I can truly say. My oldest brother, he's an apostle. My second oldest brother to me, he was preaching at one time, but he don't really get into it. Well, he's getting back into it because he went through a whole lot. He's getting back into it. And neither one of them, nobody in my family, because everybody understood what my mom went through, they don't criticize us. They don't say we were doing stupid stuff. They don't even bring the Bible to us at all. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They don't. They
just won't entertain. Well, they watch some things, but they would never get out there.
But here's the thing: my brother, both of them have seen ghosts or spirits, so they know they're there. They haven't denied it in no type of way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep. Someone's got to hear you tonight, Mike. Preach on, babe. Preach on.
I'm not a preacher. I just know what I believe. You know what I mean?
Not like Pastor Mike.
I just think we all understand things. I don't know. Wait, that's why you don't make it. Wait, go back to Miss CG for a minute.
She said that's.
I could have read it up here.
Yeah, that's why you don't make your pastor your master. Know the Bible for yourself.
Exactly, I agree with that 100%. Mm-hmm. But see, a lot of people don't though. They don't understand because a lot of people. Here's the problem. What I think with a lot of people that's in church, they don't want to learn on their own. They want to listen to what somebody else has to say because they think that's the right way because that's the way they was raised. That's the way they was brought up. They was brought up listening to a preacher. That because they had to go to church because their mom made them go to church, but they don't want to understand for themselves. They just want to listen to what somebody else has to say. That's just my opinion. You know, because me personally, we stopped going to church a long time ago, and it wasn't because of anything bad. It's just that me personally, I don't listen to my brothers preach. I don't listen to other preachers preach, but I still had my understanding. I still want to know me. I want to know, you know what I mean? I want to get my own understanding of it. So that's why I chose not to go to church because I personally feel the church is in you.
Yeah.
This is your temple.
Yeah.
This
your body is your temple.
This is what it's all about because you are the one that's going to get you into heaven.
Exactly.
Nobody can put you in heaven but yourself.
You don't have to.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everybody knows that.
Yeah. No, not everybody don't. Well, they think a preacher going to get them in heaven. You understand what I'm saying? That's what a lot of these people think. Yeah. If I go to church every day because this preacher tells me to come to church every day, because I have to be to church Monday for Bible study, Tuesday for worship, Sunday in the morning, in the afternoon, 3-4 times, that's going to get me into heaven.
No. Give them all my money and can't pay my own bills.
This is your church, people. This is what going to get you in heaven is you and your heart and your thinking. You know, so I don't know. And then you know what? Golly, see, y'all done got me started on you church folk. My mother, my mother was the biggest saint you could ever see in your life. But you know what happened to her? She went to
Yeah.
church and they went to picking at her because of her weight. See, that's what church do to you.
They talk about you.
They talk
and
about you. It's a fashion show.
They judge you.
They
Like,
judge
well, it's
you.
not supposed to be any judging. You don't
Exactly.
judge people in Christian. I don't get it.
And she
I don't
stopped
get
going
it.
to church. We went to having house church before my mom passed away. We went to having church in the house because she didn't want to be embarrassed no more by church folks.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And not all. No, let me take that back. Not all of them are bad.
Mm-hmm.
So please don't misread me by that. Not all of them are bad. Just like all people ain't bad, but it's just certain things that happen in these churches, man, that just turn people away from the
They're
church.
corrupted. A lot of them are corrupted. And a lot of them, like you say, you go to them and they're talking about you and bad mouthing
Not
you.
only that, they take people money, don't even help people when they're in need.
Right, that part.
That's crazy. And here's the
I
thing.
had a coworker who they went to a church. They were Latin, but their church. Now I'm not lying. I'm not exaggerating. They would have a men's class and a women's class, and they would separate them. And they would ask them. Remember, I told you they were asking them for like $1,000 each to donate, but they
Yeah.
would do it because they felt like that
You
would
know,
get them.
There's a preacher. His name is Gino Jennings. I think black guy. Gino Jennings. I think that's his name. He separates his congregation. He
Mhm.
put the men on one side, put the ladies on the other side. Like they in school. But he preached against preachers that use people for money. He preaches against that.
Hypocrite.
No, he's not a hypocrite.
Oh, he's not.
He preaches against that.
Oh.
He preaches
but
against
he
people
doesn't.
using. He don't use people.
Oh, okay.
This guy, he's a realtor. Him and his wife is a realtor, and they don't use a church for nothing when it comes down to his finances. And this guy, he challenges other preachers. He challenges other preachers about the Bible. Yeah. And he'll tell them quick. And this guy life done been threatened. So, it is what it is. But anyway, people, we need to get on the subject
Of why we originally came
Yes,
here.
yes, we done
Why did you
when
originally
left field. I threw
come
a
here?
full bone. You started this. See,
No, I did not.
They started.
Maybe they started.
But anyway,
So see, y'all prayers help uplift Mike and made him get the Holy Ghost and the Holy Spirit. His mama came and touched him, and now he's in a better mood. Right?
yeah,
Beth?
yeah.
Okay.
But see, I needed y'all. But anyway, yeah, we
Told
gonna get on even white wolves. We gonna get on the subject of
Yeah, it does. I was gonna say, did y'all see that?
what?
It was Rocky's tail.
But yeah, we gonna get on the subject of the reason. Yes, yes.
I don't like bullies. Never have liked bullies. Don't care for people who down or talk down to people because of their disabilities or because their differences and all that. That's always pissed me off.
So why you be talking about me when I'm in pain?
I don't talk about you when you're in pain. I do not.
Anyway, but yeah,
Bye, Stacy.
bye
Thank
bye.
you for joining
Thank
the
you.
live.
We're gonna get on the subject of we're gonna do on the subject of reincarnation now. So let's start off with, do anybody have a story about reincarnation?
Does anybody want to step up and talk to us tonight? If I send out a link, would anybody like to join the live?
A raise of hands, please.
Raise of hands, anybody. Thank you for joining our live, White Wolf.
That's what that means.
No, he said it was.
No, this his name.
I guess.
That's good. Getting home from work. Okay, what is?
Okay, so explain your name to us, White Wolf.
Where did you see White Wolf at?
He said it, or she said it.
She said, "I'm sorry, Dusty."
Yeah, because Dusty told them about her abilities in church, and they judged
Oh,
her and made her
yeah.
stop teaching and called her a witch. And
Wow.
yeah,
Oh, I knew it was something about you, Dusty.
we're doing good. Thank you. How you doing
Thank you.
tonight?
How to pronounce your name? I see it look
He
like
just wants
Phil.
to know what your tag name is on YouTube. That actual tag name. What is that?
Can't read that.
It says Fathom. I'll tell you what it says. Fathom Poppy Bush Sunrise. That's what it says. He's getting excited. That's exactly what it says. See, I was right about the bush part. White wolves, bushcraft, and survival. Oh, okay, nice,
Oh, you
nice.
be out there playing in the woods, teach you how to survive if they get
Heck yeah.
really. Where are you located?
Probably like in Alaska somewhere or something. I'm lost, but nice.
Well, okay. Now, do it. You
You
finishing
can
it up?
still talk to him.
Do anybody want to join and tell their experience of? Have anybody had any reincarnation stories that would they like to tell?
Nobody never wants to join our live. I mean, y'all come on and talk to us, which we appreciate that. But y'all can don't be scared, don't be shy. Dang it, Joshua.
What are you talking about?
You jumped me.
Who's that? Who's on that to?
I was just trying to
Oh, he's in Arizona.
start it.
I was in Texas a few years ago, but you're in Arizona now. White Wolf.
Oh, Miss CG said last night my sister told me a spirit got in her bed and hugged her. Wow.
Wow.
That's
Hey, Miss CG, for your info, lady, I know you see Mike sitting here too.
no.
Not just no Drina. So you should have said Mike and Drina or Drina and Mike. So get it right, Miss Lady. Oh, you.
Thank you for
Told
sharing
y'all.
that with
I
us,
told you,
Miss
woman.
CG. Hooking does not.
Okay. So since the reincarnation thing is like nobody had no. So would anybody like to tell their paranormal story
Oh, stop.
on air with us?
We're gonna have to just bring in another guest one of these days. Bring in a guest.
Nobody want to come up.
Nope.
Nobody want to play.
Nope. Everybody don't like being on camera. I think that's part of it.
Okay, you know what I'm gonna do?
They like to watch.
Guess what I'm finna do? I'm finna call Joe and see what he get on live tonight.
It's late. You might be asleep.
It ain't number 10. You might not answer the phone, baby.
You feel like you're gonna be put on the spot. Mm. Hey, whatever experiences, if you want to share that, you can share it. Somebody might be experiencing that and don't realize what it is, and may invite it more into their life. So, if you have a story like that you want to share it. See, you don't have to show your face if you want to join. We got somebody.
What is it?
Tina. All right, we're gonna bring
got two people.
Tina. We got Dusty, so I'm gonna bring Tina.
Okay,
Hey,
do
Tina.
both of them at the same time?
Hey, I look horrible right now.
Oh no, you're fine. You look beautiful. How you doing?
Thank you. You're sweet.
Jeez.
I'm doing good.
Wake up. Hey. Joe didn't answer his phone. You said he wasn't going to answer it.
So I the only things that I can talk about is one when I was younger.
Let's see if I can turn up your microphone.
Oops. I was trying to see if I could do it too, but I don't know if it does.
I don't think you can.
No.
Because I think it's on the computer. You have to turn the computer microphone up.
True. It's right here.
Yeah.
It's up here somewhere.
You don't see the. You gotta
Oh, it's
see
right
it through the
here.
microphone, sir. Might not be working.
Can you hear me okay or no?
Yeah, we hear
Yeah, I
you,
can
but
hear you. It's just kind of low.
you know she's got bad hearing.
Bad eyes, bad hearing. Okay, I'm sorry.
See,
Go
that's why we
ahead.
should have had that.
No, you're fine. I just wanted to say when I was younger, I went out to a lake. I grew up in Michigan. There was a lot of little lakes everywhere, right? So we
Mm-hmm.
would go to lakes during the summer, and my mom would lay out in the sun, and us kids would go down to the lake and just play. She could see us and everything. Well, one time I met this young girl there. You know, kids make friends with other kids playing in the lake. And we started playing and we went out to where the line was, to where like it was blocked, like you're not supposed to go swimming past that point. Right. So we get over there and we start playing that we're drowning. And I literally started drowning. Like I remember coming up and gasping for air and going back down. You know what I mean? And I remember as a child thinking, "Oh my God, I'm dying. I'm gonna die. Right? This is how I'm gonna die." You know what I
Right.
mean? And
Right.
so I remember that, and I remember going up, and I remember going down, and then it would just went black. Right? Everything was black. And then I remember coming. The guy walked me to the beach. I remember waking. He said, "Is this far enough for you?" And I remember picking, I was slung up over his shoulder, so my head was down on his back, like laying there. And I
Uh-huh.
remember I picked up my head and I looked, and I remembered seeing that person sitting over there on the left. You know what I mean? Was we're coming back around the right, whatever. He was over there on the side with this woman, and I just knew it was that guy because he was not there. It was really strange. I don't know how else to explain it, but I can tell you when I was like blacked out or whatever was happening, I
Um.
remember there was a conversation. It was peaceful, very peaceful. And so this is probably more of a near death experience. But anyway, it was very peaceful and I felt calm. The only time I felt sad was when I thought about my mom and I wanted to go back to my mom.
Oh wow.
And I remember them just saying, you know, it was almost like boom. And that's when the man says
Oh,
to me,
maybe that's me.
is this far enough? Like, is this far enough? And I sort of
Right.
know, even though I knew it was probably only up to my, like below my knee, I was still didn't want to be in the water. So then I went,
In the water. Right. Right.
yeah. So he dropped me off on the beach. So he sat my feet down. I ran up the few, yards to go talk to my mom and tell her what happened. And then I turned around to show her the guy who helped
And he
me.
he was
And
gone.
he was gone. And so was the woman, the blanket, everything. It was like they were never there.
Oh wow.
It was
I've heard of experiences like that, and it's like I don't know if it's angels or if it's God, but I've heard of like these mysterious people coming and saving somebody when they're in distress, and then when you go to thank them or something, they're not there anymore. They're gone.
I know. I've read about it. I
Yeah.
honestly went and saw a psychiatrist when I became an adult to see was I crazy,
Were
like, or
you
did this
crazy?
really
Right.
happen? Right.
Wow.
And then when the one I told you guys earlier in the chat about, when I was 30 and I was, going, that as a matter of fact, Mike, I was sitting at church. It was at a play outside. It was an Easter play.
Uh-huh.
And I remember just hearing, like, we're outside. It was beautiful. But anyway, I remember hearing that voice in me telling me, I love you. Because I was just sitting there, just listening to the word. And then, I was crying. It was just heartbroken. It was just an awful time. But anyway,
Yeah.
I remember thinking it in my head that no one loves me. You know what I mean? And that's when he said, I love you. And it was as sure as it. That's why my eyes popped open and I looked around. And then later someone said, because where it was a play, I wasn't going to start talking to people, but I did ask them when the play was done, did you guys hear that? And they said,
Right.
hear what? And I said it, and they said, no, that didn't. No one said anything like that, but it was loud enough, as if it was on a loudspeaker, like that
Oh
clear.
wow.
It was not, it was really amazing. Mike.
Wow. And it's probably like a that feeling you get, like that real peaceful feeling that just goes all over your body.
It was
Sure
totally
that was.
peaceful.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Okay, who's next?
Just to let you guys know, Michael Tyrone Donaldson, that's me, senior. Well, Michael Donaldson, that's me.
So go and subscribe to Michael's channel because one day he'll be posting.
I don't even
some
post on that channel, child. I just use it.
fishing channels. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Tina.
You're welcome. Now, how do I get
Thank
out
you,
of here?
Tina. Even though I won't pay you no attention, I was messing with everybody on the talking.
It was
I
nice
listened
meeting
to
you
your
guys.
story. That
That's
was
what
amazing.
see, that's what I got her for.
Okay, she'll tell you about it later then.
Yeah, but yes, it was love. Where you went?
She left. She
What?
left.
You left already? Next.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh Lord, it's Dusty Child.
Hi.
Okay, I'm listening. I'm not paying on the phone no more now, so I'm listening.
So I got like a couple. I will stick with one tonight. I don't know which one I really want to share where I've actually been touched. I've been touched a couple of times.
Wait a minute, Dusty. Wasn't
yes.
you? Didn't you have the incubus?
I did. Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. So you have been touched a lot, then, huh?
I have.
Oh,
I've been touched
wow.
a lot by the spiritual world.
Wow.
I've been touched by Jesus, by God. I'll probably tell you the story. It's a very hard story. There's a couple of them. There's one with my teddy bear. There's one with a child. One of my older set of children. I'm debating if I want to say it because it's horrific.
We'll let you.
I don't
do,
mind
like,
telling it.
Yeah, just one of your shorter ones because we got Joyful Stephie actually stepped up too. I guess she wants to share something as well. So I'm not cutting you short.
Yeah, because
It's
you got
all
long wind. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
right.
But
You got some good stories though. So
Okay, you ready?
yes, I'm
This
listening. I was playing earlier because I was trying to message you guys while I was on the phone.
that's okay. So this one
Okay.
particular story, I had two children that were kidnapped and they were taken over to Mexico.
Mm.
And they went through quite a bit of stuff over there in Mexico, a lot of abuse and everything else. I found them in 2003. 1996, they were taken. In 2003, I found them and brought them home. So they were gone about 7 years while I searched for them. Moving mountains, trying to find these kids. So I finally found them. There were two boys. I brought them home. Everything was done the legal way. And I had already started another family with my now ex-husband. The father to my three younger children. I've got a set of three olders and I got a set of three youngers.
oh wow.
From my two marriages. So I got 6 children. So one of the children is what they would call was in survival mode. It was hard to get him out of that survival mode. Everything that he had went through in life over there in Mexico, he was 3. When I brought him home, he was 10. And he was wholly hell on wheels. He was damaged. He was really, really damaged.
Right.
I had him in all kinds of therapy. I mean, I was doing everything that I, as a parent, was supposed to do to try to help out. But the damage was so great and it had already been done. So an incident happened in my home that scarred my children, my younger children. And I had a really hard time forgiving this one child. I mean, it was pretty bad. I had a really hard time forgiving the child. I looked at this child a lot different. I know that it was not his fault, but that damage was done. And I did believe a lot in God at that time. There was a lot going on, and I'm like, God, man, I need your help because I'm going to end up murdering this child. I mean, that's just to the point I was with this child with what he did with the younger children. I ended up all over the news.
Hey, what up, Joe? Well, come on. What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
Go ahead.
I ended up all over the news in 2005 because I'm one of the mother that is going to fight for her children. And I don't believe mixing
I'm just messing with Joe, man. But listen,
perpetrators.
I was calling to see if you want to go. We on
Even
live
though
right
he
now.
was a victim, he was getting
You
help,
wanna come on?
but I didn't believe how to explain it.
Hang on. That's y'all mean to cut you off. Could Joe could do that from his phone, right?
Yeah, he just goes on our live and click the
Okay.
link.
Yeah. We got Dusty on right now, and we got somebody else coming on after her.
Joyful this
Yeah.
way as
Joyful.
well.
And yeah, but she said, "Well, Tony know how to do it."
So I don't want to be a Debbie Downer about it. It was just a lot of stuff that had
Give it
went on.
about
And I'm one of those
30
mothers
minutes.
that had to do a lot of fighting
Yeah,
for her.
because Dusty's talking now, and then
That's
got somebody else
crazy.
up after her.
I have some questions for
When
you
you
about
come
that
on,
later.
we'll get
I'll
you.
have to text you about
All right,
it.
look forward to it.
No, that's fine. I mean, I'm very
All right, brother.
transparent
All
about
right,
it. I
brother.
talk about it. I don't know how your people in the paranormal will handle it. I've always been very transparent about it, but it does have to do with SA.
With what?
SA, abuse, sexual abuse.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I actually walked in on that.
Oh, wow.
Older child on my younger one.
Wow.
And it devastated me. I was out to murder the kid. I really was. One of my older kids came in. He was like, "Mom, don't do it." You know, he's like, "You need to call the law. Let them take care of it. You've done as much as you can do. You've given your all. It's out of your hands. Now let the law take care of them." So, state of Florida has got so many loopholes. It's very gray when it comes to this area. Very gray.
Yeah.
And so I fought the state of Florida. I went head to head with state of Florida. I'm like, if you want to arrest me, you know what? Here are my hands. Arrest me. But I am not putting this child with these victims. It's not happening because my children will never have that chance to recover. They will never have that chance to heal from this. So while I'm going through all of these emotions, let alone I'm pregnant with my now 16-year-old, it was 16 years ago that it happened. I was sitting in the room one day. He got suspended from school, taking a knife to school and threatened to kill people at school.
Wow.
He was a very disturbed child. So he was suspended from school and he was sitting in the home and I had to keep him out of my sight. It was really hard for me to look at him. The state put him back in my home and I was fighting to get him put into a residential facility. So there was a lot of stuff that I had to do, let alone being pregnant at the time as well.
Wow.
So Randy Travis is my favorite singer. One of my favorite singers is Randy Travis. And it's the Three Wooden Crosses album. I had it on. It was on repeat. I was listening to it. And the kid was sitting in the chair. I'm like, just listen to the music while I'm in the room cleaning.
Right.
And the song came on. I've heard this song 1,000 times. It's called Mama Prayed. I'm at the head of my bed cleaning, and all of a sudden I felt this pressure on my head. God, I'm about to cry. Pressure on my head pushed me to the ground, and I listened to every word of that song called Mama Prayed. And I cried because I couldn't believe how angry I was at a child that I gave birth to that had been through so much pain in his life. And now he acted out the way that he did. And now I have to be the hard mom. And I swear I cried tears of blood. That pain was so deep inside of me.
Oh, wow.
But I felt that hand just go down on my head and keep me down on my knees. That song, when that song was over, I rose up. I rose up without a burden on my shoulders because I'm like, I never want anybody to carry this type of burden that I have to carry around with my family. I
Mm-hmm.
never want nobody to feel that type of pain, that embarrassment, that every bit about it. He came and he took that pain off of my shoulders. He took it. I walked over to my son where he was sitting. I just grabbed him and I held him. I said, you know what? I forgive you. I love you. I love you. And that was the first time after the incident happened that I was able to tell him that I loved him. Because it was God that had to intervene for me to be able to get over that lump, that bump. So that was one of my first times.
Wow.
But one thing, you have been through a
A
lot
lot.
when it comes down to paranormal and the things you have went through in your life, man. It's
I
just
have.
it's a blessing just for you to to be standing
Right.
and
Yes.
still holding on. Yeah, you done
Yeah.
been through a lot, man.
I
And
had
and
messaged Joe one time. I was like, there's so many things that have happened to me in life. I really shouldn't be here. I should be dead a long time ago. I should have been dead at the age of 3.
yeah, I was just finna talk about that because that when you were down in Fort Myers, the story you told us about.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Hmm. And that's the beauty of it when you can go through situations and you can talk about it, and that influence other people to hold on. You know what I mean? And just to understand that if she made it through, I can make it through too.
Yeah.
So it comes like a testimony. In other words, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah. So and,
Yeah.
and that's why I enjoy doing stuff like this because you really get to learn and know people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And understand, what you might be going through something, but somebody done went through something
Somebody.
worse than you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they done went through it and they done came through it and you can do the same thing.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
agree 100%. And I've always been very transparent with my story, with everything about me. I am a very transparent person. I I don't hide the truth. I flat out tell you what has happened to me, what I've been through. Sometimes what's put on paper isn't what's really what happened.
Right.
You know, because what you see on paper, sometimes there's a story behind what you see on paper. Because there's a girl right here, she's a felon, but let me tell you, I'll become a felon all over again when it
Mm.
comes to protecting my children.
Yep.
You know, I think, you know, like Miss CG, she's a very strong woman. That we done you to the I'm sure everybody has, been through a lot, but to the ones that we have talked to, like you and Miss CG, y'all stories just are so incredible. I mean, I done been through some things that I shouldn't be here today as well. I done been through two motorcycle wrecks.
Oh, wow.
Two motorcycle wrecks. I could have been electrocuted, could have been shot. I done been through so much. I, this mic you see now ain't the same mic. How old am I? 52. back in my early 20s and late teens, I was ruthless. I wasn't the guy I am now. I changed after
Yeah.
my mom passed away. When my mom passed away, that changed my whole life. That I became the man I am now because of her passing. Because I was the type of guy that you can say I was a thug because I never sold drugs, but I was ruthless. I didn't care about people. I didn't care about people's feelings. You know what I'm saying? When she passed away, that changed my whole life because I realized then that tomorrow ain't promised to us. You know what I'm saying? And losing her was the I'm gonna say this: losing her changed me and made me the person I am. Because I don't if she would have never passed away, I don't think I would be this Mike. You know what I mean? I don't think I would be this person. So it's just that I know that where I could have been at 6 feet under compared to where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? So and since her passing, I done had two motorcycle wrecks.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And my last one was so bad that I was messed up. I was messed up bad. But you can't even tell. You know, I still have the, you know, the pain from it, but you can't really tell that I've been in a motorcycle besides the little scars. But I was messed up pretty good. You know, and I know I should have been gone, but you know, it was there. God was there. You know, so
God
I understand. You know, when you go through so much, you go through so much, but you know you got that hand on you from the higher power that's getting you through that situation. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So.
Yeah, there's a lot, you know, and I was a really bad person. I'm not gonna lie. I was self-centered. Uh, I was a really bad person. I only cared about me. I really didn't care about anybody else out there. That's whenever I was growing up, again, my younger years.
Right.
I think 18, 19, you know, I got with my first husband, and that almost ended in death as well. I ended up losing, well, I didn't lose the arm. I was told that I would never use my right hand again because it went through a pane of glass because of my ex-husband. And he threw me down a flight of 2-story of stairs, and my hand went through glass doing it. And it cut the scar in my hand, how it went. It cut. I don't know if I can show it on camera. Oh my God, I'm a hot mess. But the scar, like a hot mess. Like my hair ain't done. My hair all up in a messy ass bun. Oh man, I am looking a hot mess. I'm going to try to show the scar. Oh my God, I have to hide myself. Please don't judge me, people.
Oh.
I'm already judging you.
So
what is that? Oh my God!
I know, right? So I don't know if you can.
Oh wow!
See
I can see
that scar.
That's bad.
All right, it's right there. Oh my gosh, the camera. So it's right
I
there.
can see it.
Goes right over a vein. The vein that it goes over is the heart vein. Then it goes all the way over to a corner. And at that very tip of the corner, there's a cross. So, and then I had a shard like right here that was right through my hand. So,
how old were you?
19.
You was 18, you said?
19. 19, whenever that happened. He threw me down through 2 flights of stairs, and I ended up landing on glass, and it went through my hand, and then it cut all the way around. So that cut started over here. It cut all my tendons in my hand. My fingers didn't work. And what it did is you had your heart vein that's right here.
Right.
It literally skipped
just
my heart vein.
It. Yeah.
Huh?
It just missed it.
It just missed it. Just nipped my heart vein. It went over it, jumped over it, and then cut deep all the way around. My hand had all the tendons, everything was cut in, and my hand just. So every time my heart beat, blood would shoot 20 feet across. It looked like a murder scene.
Oh, okay, that's enough of that story. Oh my God. Jeez.
I should have been dead.
Yeah, you should have. Wow. But
I made it. And they said I would never use my hand. Every now and then I have a little bit of pain in it, but I have my hand.
Exactly.
I have it. I wasn't able to carry a baby. I had him when I was 20, my first one, but I wasn't able to carry him because of the weight. Because like bending it back, I wasn't able to bend it back. But it's been over 30 years now that happened.
Ooh.
So. Yeah, I'm going back off cameras. I'm about to break that damn camera.
Well, it's too late. Everybody done seen you.
They don't see me. Hell, let the rat bring in with that thing.
Curtain up. All right. Well, we're gonna bring on Joyful Steffi. Thank you for sharing your story. I
You're
appreciate
welcome and
that.
thank you. And Mike, feel better. Gina, you too. I love you guys, and I'll go back to listening.
All right. Thank you, Dusty. We love you.
Love you too.
All right.
Mhm.
All right, Joyful. Are you ready? I don't want to bring you up if you're like in the middle of doing something. Just let me know if you're ready. I see there's a short delay, I think, in the responses. So once you give me the okay, I can bring you up to stage. Bring you on, and then you can share your story if you'd like. Maybe. Can you guys still hear us? Are we still there?
I told Joe about 30 minutes before he tried to get on, I think. Oh boy.
It's okay. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for commenting. I think it's been a while since you commented on our video.
He ain't playing the dirt all day.
Yeah. Universe now celebrates October 8th as her anniversary death. Wow.
That's Champagne's birthday. Oh no. That's August. I was thinking about August. Yeah, that's one day before Roman's birthday, though, and your cousin's birthday, October 8th.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Somebody woke you up
Wow.
because that could have ended really bad. Okay. Thank you, universe. Thank you, Joshua. Stay
Thank you,
Liberty
Josh.
Fresh. Thank you for joining our live
I
tonight.
bet you won't put no lemon on yourself when you take a shower.
I had made a
Liberty
video.
Fresh.
I made a video out there just for you, Josh. I'm gonna post it. I never did post it, but I'm gonna post it. You'll know it's for you too when you see it.
What are you doing, dog?
All right, I'm bringing you to the stage. Stephie, are you there? Hello?
Yeah,
Okay, you're there.
Miss Joyful, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Sorry, I'm not showing myself. It's late, and I'm like everything is
Oh,
up.
I make a deal with you. You show yourself, I take my shirt off.
No,
No, thank you.
You want some attention?
we ain't showing all of that. I'd ask you.
I have a God. Okay, we're listening.
Yeah, I've had quite a few demonic experiences. A lot of them, I mean, some of them stemmed from me being abused from 5 to 12, and just stuff from that, just from the trauma. But I had to fight through a lot to get to be able to have a relationship with God at all, and I had a lot of fear in my life and things, and so I've had to battle a lot of stuff. But I have different demonic experiences. I don't know what you want to hear.
Whichever one you feel more comfortable sharing.
I've been in the room with best friend that was demonic possessed. I don't know if you want to hear anything about that. Then just some personal experiences in my room and things.
Okay, so you said you had a friend who was demonically.
Yes, and I wasn't really. I had a relationship with God, but not like I am now. Right. I was like really depressed at that time. I think I was 18 at that time, and she came to live with us because her and her husband were having issues. She got married young, And so we were there getting ready to go to bed, and she hopped in my bed, and I have a twin bed, and I was a big girl. I'm like, no.
Right.
And she goes, oh, well, I'll just stay here to talk. I'm like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like it started off, and she like popped up from laying down right beside me. And so I sat up because I kind of like, what is she doing?
What's going
And
on?
she
Right.
immediately started like clawing at her stomach, and I just looking at her, and she said it's like a cancer, and she continued to claw at her stomach. I'm like, okay, and then I said, can you get down? I'm not liking you up here with me.
Right.
So she jumps in the floor, and all of a sudden she starts. It reminds me of the Evil Dead movie. I don't know why I ever watched those suckers, but when that demon got one girl and she started moving around in a circle, she was sitting Indian style
Uh-huh.
and going around, and she started twirling her hair and
Mm-hmm.
started doing this high pitched laughing, and she did not sound like herself, and she was saying Jesus' name mockingly, going around, and I'm sitting there just like frozen. I'm
What
like,
was what was she into something? Like was she doing stuff that
I
she's
think, I mean, she had a lot of trauma growing up as
mm-hmm.
well.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that she was deceived in some areas in her life, and I think she allowed stuff in. I'm not really sure, really, but she was into some stuff that I thought was questionable. Um, but she, all of a sudden, she like stopped laughing and then like started kind of slithering on the floor.
What?
And yeah, that freaked me out. And so I was like, okay, what? This is not normal. What is going on? I mean, I was 18. I was like, come on, girl. And so she sits back up again, then falls backward and starts gasping. She could not breathe. And it was so loud how she was gasping for air. And I tell you, I know it was God. Something literally pulled me off the bed and made me run over to her, and I grabbed her by the shoulders and said, breathe in Jesus' name. And she stopped and then took a deep breath.
Mm.
And I ran out and got my younger sister because she went to church.
You're like, some type of prayer, some verses or something she can say.
Yeah, so she came in, and she I like literally fell right in front of my dresser. I was like freaked out. I think I was having an anxiety attack, close to panic.
That would be
And
scary. Yeah.
yeah, and my sister looks at me. She nodded her head. It was okay. I'm like, it is not okay. You know, like that's what I was thinking in my brain.
That would be
And
scary.
so yes, and so
So
after that,
what happened to her after the fact? Did she just like come out of it and she was okay, or did this reoccur?
it did not reoccur after that night she left. She just said, I'm just going to go back home. I'm like, okay. And then after that, I started having a lot of trouble. I couldn't sleep because I was scared, because it was happened in my room, and my
Right.
sister like put scriptures all around my room, and she told me to listen to some worship music all night
Mm-hmm.
long, put it on, and everything let me sleep,
Right.
and so after, I mean, that kind of helped a while, and I feel like I got stronger,
Mm-hmm.
and then oh, I don't know if I want to share this or not.
You don't have to if you don't feel comfortable sharing it.
Well, I mean, it's not that. I'm just not sure where everybody's at, and I just want to, you know what I mean?
Right.
And but I'll move forward. Maybe one day I'll share it. I'll move forward a little bit. But I started having strong relationship with God and things, but I was still battling the fear and stuff. And so one night I was asleep in bed, and I went to a dream, and it was like me seeing one of my friends at the convenience store she worked at, and she told me, "You can go in the back and sleep until I'm off." And I go in the back, and there's like a tall bed thing that looks like what they do autopsies on. So I was like, I'm going to just sleep on that. And so I laid down, and then at one point I thought I saw a tall being in the corner that had a long coat on and a big hat. And
You said big hat.
yeah, had a big hat on, like down, so I couldn't see his face. And then
You know,
then I looked.
I don't mean to cut you off, Joyful, but it's crazy because one of the things that we was going to talk about tonight was the man in the hat, and you happen to have that.
Yes.
A lot of people have. That's why I want to talk about it, because a lot of people have had this experience with the man in the hat. Well, which we talked on in our last live with about me seeing that shadow figure in the corner,
And hers was in the corner.
Yeah.
In the hat.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I was telling you.
You finish yours.
Oh, okay. So I was going to go back to sleep after seeing that person or whatever, and then I noticed these marks all over my body and arms, and I said in the dream, I said, wait, I missed something, because he said something to me. Once I saw him, he was like, "Go back to sleep. I'm watching you." And yeah, so I, that's when I like looked down. I was like going to go to sleep, and I felt, and I looked on my arms and everywhere, and I said, "I'm not going to sleep. You're tormenting me in my sleep." It looked like he was sticking needles all in me.
Oh wow!
And then all of a sudden, when he said that, when I said that, he was instantly behind me and holding me up from behind with my arms. And all of a sudden, I saw huge fangs right beside my face on the left side, and just like his drool just coming off the fangs, like you see. I tell you, his fangs are probably longer than my fingers.
Oh my gosh!
And he said, "I've got you. Your God can't have you. He can't touch you."
Wow.
And so I was like, that's when I woke up, and I was sitting up in bed, and something had me from behind still. And I was like, "You let loose of me right now in Jesus' name." And it let go and left. And so I don't really know what that was, I was just like, I've never seen anything like that before. And yeah, and I never really talked to really anybody about it, really. Not like I wanted to talk to my pastor about it, stuff like that, but I believe that the pastor I had at that time didn't believe in that stuff. So I didn't go. But the next couple of nights after that, I had I woke up from being asleep, and I was on my stomach, and I do not sleep on my stomach ever. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, I felt something huge sitting on my back, and little things holding my feet, and little things holding my arms. And I heard him laughing, all of them laughing. And the one on my back had his hand on my head, and it was pressed in my head and my pillow. I couldn't breathe. And I was just saying Jesus' name in my head constantly. And then I was able to move my head just a little bit to get my one side of my lips out. And I whispered Jesus, that's all I could say. And they all leaped off of me. And I immediately got up, ran out, got my mom. That's when I still lived at home, and she went in there. She prayed over my room and prayed over me, and I went back to bed. And but I did not sleep at all. So I kind of was getting angry at God because I was like, I feel like you're just leaving me alone to deal with all this stuff. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? And and then like 3 nights later, I mean, I was just tired, just done at this point,
Mm-hmm.
and I got woken up by my bed shaking off the floor. And so I turn over, I sit up, and I'm like, what the heck? And then it was shaking off the floor in midair. And I was like, okay. I said, I'm done with you. I said, you need to set my bed down, stop moving it, and set it down gently. They stopped it in midair and it floated down.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And I've never I don't see
Right?
the demons
Yes.
that often, you know, and but it put it down, and I prayed, I had a scripture over my bed, and it says, "I will lie down and sleep in peace, for my God makes you dwell in safety." And I pointed at that scripture and I quoted it to him. I said, "So that means you can't do a thing to me when I'm asleep."
Exactly. You have that memorized.
Yes,
I sleep.
and
Yeah,
I've been able to bless people with that same scripture. It's helped a lot, so
a
much.
lot of people. I bet.
Yes, especially ones that have sleep terrors and stuff
Right.
and everything, and that.
That's helpful. Yeah, if you have stuff like that, I bet you put a scripture up. If you can't
Yeah,
memorize it, it'll help you.
yeah. I mean, I've come across a lot of weird individuals, you know, and
Yeah.
and I just feel. I mean, I know that God's given me a gift to deal with the demonic and stuff. I don't know why, but I mean, the stuff I've had to go through, fighting stuff, because I literally felt like I was fighting for my sanity for a while.
Right.
Because all that stuff, I'm like, is this really happening? I'm like, well,
Wow.
who does this happen?
It makes you question yourself. Like, are you
Yeah,
crazy? Do I need to get evaluated? Like,
yeah.
is it
I'm like, God, am I demon possessed? Is this why all this is going on?
and sometimes it's just the people that you surround yourself with too. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I don't know like
Definitely.
who
Well,
you're
I
around.
just want to say more about that friend that was demon possessed.
Right.
She basically called me one time, and she was being really rude, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like she kept pointing the finger at me, and I know it was that demon in her, and
Mm-hmm.
I ended up just hanging up on her, and we haven't spoken since.
That's probably for the best because now
Yeah,
you said you're closer to God and you have
yeah.
a relationship and you don't deal with those things anymore. So
Mm-mm. No way. But
wow.
you gotta watch really seriously what movies you watch and what stuff you let in your
Yeah.
home.
Yeah. Yeah. This
Yeah,
is true.
I
All
grew
of
up
it.
watching a lot of witchcraft movies. I was really infatuated with those.
Mm-hmm.
And my sister could tell you she got so tired of me. We'd get those 8 movies for the weekend. You remember doing that?
Yeah.
And they would be mostly scary. And she would get mad because I'd get mostly horror movies. Or Pretty in Pink. That was my favorite.
Oh yeah.
But,
Pretty in Pink.
but she, and I know that's where I got a lot of my issues.
Yeah.
But I remember having dreams since I was little of
Joy,
people
Miss Joyful,
running up.
hold on for a minute. Hey Joe, if you can hear me, press the link that's on Drina and Mike's Paranormal Comments. Press that link, and that'll get you up to come on next.
Yay, he's here. Yay.
Yeah.
We've been waiting for that.
Right. Hopefully he can get in. But yeah, thank you, Stephie, for
Yeah.
joining.
Yeah, I love
Definitely.
you all. You guys are so awesome.
Oh, well, thank you. We love you
Thank you. We
too.
love
Thank
you
you
as
so
well.
much.
I'm so
So,
All
glad you're
right.
smiling, Mike. You better keep
huh?
smiling, whether you feel like
Glad
it
you're
or
Oh,
not.
thank you,
smiling.
thank you, thank you. Yeah, I was
Keep
going through it a little
smiling whether
earlier,
you
but
keep smiling whether
yes,
you feel like it or not.
yes, yes.
Exactly.
You're right. You're right.
Your
Exactly.
mama
Yeah,
wants you
I,
to do
I was,
that
I
for
was,
sure.
I was a lot confused early as well. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know what was going on. I didn't understand why I was feeling the way I was feeling. You know, so but it's
Yeah,
gone now, hopefully.
that's good. That's good.
Thank
See,
you.
But
I knew
I hear
Tony.
my mom sometimes. I hear
Yeah.
my mom speak to me sometimes. She did on my death experience. She spoke to me. She told me,
Right.
she
Wow.
said, "Baby, you need to wake up. It's not your time yet."
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yes, I heard her when I was in my experience.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
I'm going
Yeah.
to be
And
good.
doing that on a video. I'll let you all know when I do that.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm going to be doing
definitely.
my death experience
Share
on a
it.
video. Yeah,
Share it with us. Let us know.
All right.
yeah.
We'll check it
All right.
out.
All right. Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
next we have Joe coming up. JoeyCTV.
Joey CTV's in the
What's
building.
up, man?
What's up, Joe?
Man, this is a little more complicated than I can explain. How's it going?
All right. So far, so good.
We're good. Thought you was out on a did you go out on some
Thank you, Dusty.
adventures?
We did. We went out
They,
on an
they
adventure.
wouldn't get a video tonight. Him and Tony.
Yeah, it
I
was.
told him I was gonna beat him up.
So I got you guys up on my computer.
Uh-huh.
Phone.
But
Like,
your camera's on one side and you're
hey, how you doing? I might need to slip my glasses on too. So
go
now you're gonna show your old age.
go ahead.
on my old age yesterday when I was bending over to pick up something, I was like, oh,
Oh yeah, when he was hurting from picking up something or getting
I
up.
got guys the video that I didn't think we would pick up anything in. I picked up a lot of stuff in that for the
Yesterday.
10 minutes that we were in that abandoned office building. So I found out that it, in fact, used to be an FBI building.
Mm-hmm.
That's absolute fact, right? Well, when I first broke off to go look for Tony, a woman's voice goes, and it's in the video. I marked it in the video. A woman's voice goes, "He needs to get out of here." Clear. And I was nowhere near anybody.
Wow.
Then when we're walking out, I'm the last one to leave. So Tony's in front of me, and there's a voice that says something that's completely incoherent. I don't know what it says. And as I pan the camera back, because I heard something, there's clearly a woman's voice saying something, but it's not, it's something that's incoherent again. I can't make it out. And then when we went to the other place, well, I don't want to spoil that, but I can't believe that one little simple video in the daytime when we were just having fun and goofing off, sure enough, picked up 3
You
disembodied
caught
bodies.
something.
Yeah, yeah. Isn't that cool or what?
It's crazy.
Excited
Because
about
I didn't expect us to get anything, to be honest with you.
the only thing I thought we were going to get was bed bugs. And
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
right.
Exactly. I
But
thought we did.
well, Joe, since we got you on here, we're glad. First of all, we're glad you came on. But we got a couple of questions that we would love to ask you.
exactly. Okay.
All right. The first one's going to be what got you into doing videos?
Into videos in general or into paranormal?
Yeah, just in general. Just in general, yeah.
So I recently had gone through a divorce, and at that time I worked with Rob. And we Rob was kind of going through this estrangement with his girlfriend at the time, and I had this 4-bedroom house to myself. So I worked with Rob, and I was like, well, why don't you rent a room for me? Because I know he was kind of having a little bit of a difficult time at that time in his life. And Rob's dad bought him a GoPro for Christmas. And Rob moved in with me, and we had this great idea that we were going to do. Rob's like, hey, it would be kind of cool if we did YouTube videos. And I'm like, you know what, Rob? I think you're right. Why don't we do workout videos? And they were the worst videos I ever seen in my life. We had no idea. Nobody watched them. I was completely out of shape, but I thought I was like looking all good, you know. And so yeah, and then we used copywritten music, and we really screwed it up. So I said, so one day I said to Rob, I said, hey, when I was a kid, I loved exploring, abandoned buildings. So he's like, okay, well, I said, why don't we film some abandoned buildings? And we did. And the very first video we did, neither one of us spoke a word. It was like a silent movie. We were so awkward in the thing. And that was the start of me making videos, believe it or not, was that that started it all out.
Okay. Now, could you explain to everybody that's online what exactly is what exactly you do, and what is your exact,
like your real niche? Like, what's your true niche
as a YouTuber?
You don't consider yourself, because we know you like to do the creepy videos.
I've always liked creepy video, and it's kind of funny because I get I used to get a rush out of it. And before we were even doing any videos that we even thought there was, the existence of ghosts, for example.
Mm-hmm.
I used to love going, we'd love going to Hillside Estates at night when it was pitch black in this abandoned neighborhood and just filming. And it always seemed like, kind of like being in an apocalyptic type world, and it was kind of like an adrenaline rush, to be honest with you. Let's see, or hey, let's see what's inside this creepy place. Do I have the nerve to walk behind this door?
Right.
Inside there. Unbeknownst to us at that time, we were picking up EVPs. We had no idea. We were picking up disembodied voices all over the place. And as a matter of fact, in Hillside Estates, the creepiest thing, and I'm going to get that video. I'll get that video, at least the clip of that video. But we started acknowledging that these places we were going to were like, it's weird, but are there such a thing as ghosts or spirits? Because we're picking up voices, and people were reaching out to us, telling us about it. Like, oh, go to 3 minutes and 15 seconds in this video, and I could hear a woman talking,
right.
or, and one thing I'll never forget as long as I live, because it still sends chills up my back. So Hillside Estates was an abandoned neighborhood, and between the abandoned neighborhood was there was an old rec center, and then on the other rec center was an abandoned apartment complex. So there was miles of just abandoned places, and it always had that ominous feeling, and rec center was extremely creepy because you had to cross this little bridge. There were no lights, and just was in the middle of the darkest part of this whole place. And we went there one night, Rob and I, and all the doors in the place at one time just flew open. It was a windy night, but they closed, open, closed, and we ran out of there. And I remember Rob getting violently sick. So we're like, wow, maybe there is something to this place. So there was a girl who used to watch us, a subscriber, and she's like, oh man, I want to go there. Will you guys take me there? And we took her there, and we walked into the rec center in the middle of the night. We got there at midnight, walked into the rec center, walking down the hallway, and it's moldy. I mean, there's black mold everywhere. And I look at her and I'm like, oh, we can't go back there. This place is filled with mold. It's not healthy. So we turned around and walked at it. And when we played the video back, I'm like, hey, Rob, listen to this. There's a voice behind mine. And we enhanced the voice so you could hear it. And said, after I said it's too moldy to go back there, it says, breathe it in, all of it. And then it starts wheezing behind me, going, like it's choking. And I'll never forget that. And that was the first time we realized we're dealing with something here that's definitely paranormal. Like, there's no explanation. Right. There's no human in this building. There's no human that could survive being back there for any extended amount of time. So,
Joe,
yeah,
you're jumping the gun. You're moving too fast.
Oh, okay. I'll let you.
You answer my questions before I'm giving them out.
Oh.
And I just want you to know something before you continue. This is the Mike show, not the JoeyCTV show, son.
No. This is Trina and Mike show.
No, okay. You was jumping the gun because you was answering my questions before I wanted them to hear my questions, and the reason I'm doing something a little different than we was doing before is because I didn't really expect Joe to come on. We just talked to him about this yesterday.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect him to come on tonight. So that was going to be a whole nother thing, but I was able to get him on tonight because I'm Mike, you know what I mean? But
all right, we'll let you.
The questions. I'm gonna have the followers, subscribers to ask questions, and we're gonna read them out to you as well. But one of my questions was, well, one of mine. Have you had any other paranormal things happen to you before you got into ghost hunting? Before you started doing the videos?
Yes. So when I was a little kid, and if I was to guess how old I was, I would say it's between 8 and 10 years old. And my grandmother lived in the Bronx, and she had one of these old, like old farmhouses. And I remember the driveway was like really steep driveway, and it had a cherry tree at the top of the driveway. Real old house, beautiful house. And it was like a 4-story, very narrow, but very long New York style kind of house. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And, when I was a kid, we used to go there, and, you know, it was always fun to go to grandma's house, and we'd pick cherries in the cherry tree. And I remember they had, because the house was long and narrow, and there were additions put on the house throughout the years. Some sections of the home were older than other sections, right?
Uh-huh.
And it had this big long hallway. And I remember I used to hear a little girl whisper in my ear.
Mm-hmm.
And she would, loud and clear, she'd come up to me and go, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I would turn around like, what did I just hear? But I was a kid that never said anything. You know, I never told any adults or anything like that. And years later, oddly enough, I was talking with my sister. You know my sister, of course. And we were talking about my grandmother's house, and my sister goes, you know, when we were kids, we used to go there. I used to hear a little girl whispering in that hallway, come talk in my ear. And that was amazing, because I'm like, wow, I thought as a kid I was just hearing things. But then here I have my sister validating that, in fact, she had heard the same things as well.
Right. Wow.
So have you ever thought that you will be actually a ghost hunter? Have you ever, thought about even doing anything like that?
I don't think you're not a ghost hunter though.
Right, he's an expert. Is what you call it?
Herb explorer.
Herb explorer.
Yeah.
I never myself a ghost hunter per se, a paranormal investigator, or anything like that.
Right.
I think that takes a certain level of presumptuousness that I don't have in me. Like, I acknowledge the existence of there being paranormal. I don't pursue it anymore because I feel as a Christian in my heart that I shouldn't be talking to or reaching out.
Entertain it, right?
But I love going to places and like finding out, okay, well, without even like that place you went to yesterday. I think that's really fascinating to me that I picked up these voices. And I think for some reason, I don't know why, ever since I was a little kid, these voices know that, like, hey, this person can hear me. And I don't know what you would consider that. But to answer your question, I always knew since I was a kid that I would talk to people, that I talked to thousands of people. And I always knew that I would be, I'd had the ability to make myself stand out differently than others, in the sense of I knew I had the ability to talk to people. I knew I had the ability to entertain people. And I knew that was like a gift from God, I believe, that I could always be that person. And, this doing these videos brought me to like places that most people never make it to. And I'm very fortunate. Like, you know, had the opportunity to be in television shows, had the opportunity for Hollywood. And I turned those opportunities down, but I always knew that I had the ability to get myself there. And now my ideals are different. So to me now, really what I want to gain from doing these videos, of course we want to make money doing it, but I want to do it in a different way.
You're jumping ahead again, son.
Oh, okay.
You're jumping ahead again. Wait till I get to those questions, man.
All right.
Jeez.
All right.
Yeah. This ain't the Joe show now. You got hey, this is the Arsenio Mike show. You know, it's like Arsenio also. Arsenio Mike. But okay, since you would go ahead and answer, so what do you expect to get out of YouTube? Now you can answer that question.
I love
we have some people who want to ask.
Oh yeah, and we also got people that's going to ask questions too.
Okay.
But my questions come first, y'all, cause I'm Joe's best friend.
There you go. Yeah.
but yeah. So I know we all want our YouTubes to grow, you know, to make fortunes, and but I'm asking you this question: where do you see yourself in the next year or so?
Hopefully, traveling around with the, you know, get myself like a and we talked about this, like a little camper, and like we can go travel around the country and see, not only visit family, you know, kids, but also travel around and see what the world, you know, at least this country has to offer. I think that being creative doing these videos is really what I want to get out of this. And what I mean by that is life is short. I think that videos take me to places I never would have gone ever, you know, and explore the world, explore the country, you know, get to meet different people, you know, and hopefully by the end of the year, that dream can come true. And of course, the videos being able to sustain that lifestyle.
Right.
But I'd like.
You got anything you want to ask?
That would be fun.
Okay, it's subscribers time. So, do y'all got a question y'all would like to ask Mr. JoeyCTV?
Tina wants to know, Joe, if you could investigate or walk through any place, where would it be? Do you have like another place, I guess, maybe that you would like to investigate that you've never been to? Some place that maybe is on your bucket list that you haven't been to, because you've been to so many places.
I would like to go with you and Mike to the Amityville house.
Oh yeah.
Like you could walk up to the gate, you know, they won't let you in to film it.
Right.
But like do a video where we document the Amityville story, because, you know, Ronnie DeFeo, after supposedly he, I don't know if it killed his family, but the bar that they found him at, or it was right around the corner, so you literally retraced the whole steps of that night, film the house. I think that would be a spectacular video. I really, really also love to go back out to California and the Queen Mary. That would be fabulous. One reason why I want to do the Queen Mary is a family member of mine worked on the Queen Mary for years, no longer with us, but he used to tell me really fascinating stories about the Queen Mary. And you know, my mom's of English descent, so you know there were ties to ships, especially clipper ships, but coming from England. And I just think it'd be fascinating for us to go to the Queen Mary and spend like a couple of days on the Queen Mary. You know, I would like to really explore.
I think it's on him. Is your audio's messing up on us, Joe?
Oh, is it? Oh, let me see.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah,
that's better.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh no, I was saying the Queen Mary I would love for us to go spend like a few days on the Queen Mary, do the Amityville Horror House. I would love to take you guys out to also the Hamptons and go to Montauk Point, film the Lighthouse. But not only that, behind the lighthouse is Camp Hero. And a lot of people say that that's where they got the inspiration for the show Stranger Things. And that's really interesting to film. And then there's
Nice.
an auto museum with some cars in it still back there. Wood, really cool. So, but basically, my bucket list really would be to see all the wonders that are of this country, the world of, you know. And the most important, I love the adventure. I'd love to know what's there, what's inside.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Out of all the places, because we haven't had another subscriber to say
We did.
Where?
I just jumped it because I was waiting on him to finish.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead.
The universe wants to know. She has a question. Will you do any video with the guys you used to film with, like Chris?
It's possible. A lot of people ask about that, and sometimes in life, people assume that, like, because you're not doing videos with somebody, that you had some kind of big falling out or something like that. That's not
right.
Chris is in a different spot in his life where, one of the things he did was he got a really awesome job opportunity, and that comes before any video. I'm in a little different spot. Of course, I no longer live in the Carolinas as well, so there's the distance factor. If I could do a video with Chris tomorrow, I'd love to. Is that something that can happen? I don't know. There's many people in the past I've done videos with, and sometimes when you do videos with people, just like anything, there's different. Maybe your ideals change, or maybe you go a different path, and that's part of life. I would do videos with really with anybody that would want to do videos with me that I respected, and who knows, maybe in the future that's an option, but as of right now, I'm happy all of us, what we're doing.
Right. Yeah.
And that opportunity presents itself, so be it. If it doesn't,
I'm glad you answered that right, because I was going to, chop in the throat. Okay. Anybody else got a question?
Tina just wants to know why you don't respond to your chats.
Too much.
You respond to some.
Like your comments, I guess.
There's so many that come through.
There's so many answers I can give to that. So I used to respond to almost everyone. And sometimes you ever hear the expression, you're darned if you do, you're darned if you don't. And there have been times that that I've been burned by responding to a question. Sometimes I haven't. And again, that's not, let me try to step back and say, one, it's a lot to reach out to everybody, but two, there have been, and it's not everybody, but there have been people that I reached out to, and then once you reach out, it's they'll want your attention, good or bad. So, for example, hey, I love your videos. Thank you so much. That, that be more that come after that, but you can't continuously have that conversation. As soon as you don't, then it's like, oh, you think you're too good for me. And that happened to me several times. So I try to stay on top of the comments and acknowledge them. You can't always do that because it does take a lot of time.
It's a lot.
Right. But it is appreciated. But there are times I have been burned on it in the past. And so from my perspective, the best option is I limit my responses, as most people do. If that makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
Anybody else? Who is K?
He does paranormal. He does some Urbex Explorers, and he does paranormal videos.
Well, he wants to know if we'll do a video with him.
But he
Where's that?
is, I think KPE. He is up north somewhere, like Pennsylvania area.
KPT, where are you located? Joe, question for you. Out of all the places that you done explored, what is your favorite?
I think the Frank Lloyd Wright house always has a dear spot in my heart. And for several reasons. One, I feel like I was so naive when I first started exploring that as to anything paranormal. It's also a sad thing to see the place fall so hard, you know,
Right.
where it was. But there's always something very special about that place.
I agree.
And I would have to say that'd be my favorite place.
Wow. Out of all the places you done visited around this United States, so the Frank Lloyd House is your favorite, is your main one.
My main one, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be ours too, I think, because that was our real first. That was our real first like abandoned house that we got to go in and investigate.
Yeah. But you know where I would love to go, Joe? The Stanley Hotel.
I think that would be a fascinating place to go to. I think so as well. Some people have a place to the Casadega Hotel. They say there's similarities. Now, I don't know. I've never been to the Stanley.
Right. Yeah. So anybody else got any questions?
We got trash to treasures. Miss Osmond suggested that we work our way to Oregon and check out the Shanghai tunnels. She says they're very haunted. I've never heard of the Shanghai tunnels in Oregon.
Well, I think that would be awesome.
Have you ever been there?
No, but I heard about it. And I must say, by the way, I want to interject. Mike and Drina almost at 5,000 subscribers.
We're there.
We're over.
We're over it now. Yeah. So you know what that means, Joe? You got to take us to the Conjuring House.
I think that we need to nation. I really do. By the end,
we're gonna go. Now we have to go.
Yes.
I mean, it was already on my bucket list of places I really wanted to go. So, yeah, now we really have to go.
Yeah, you know, I'm down.
I'm glad we got you on live. You know, in front of our people, our family.
He's from Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh, Louisville. Okay. Yeah. You know, they probably heard us, you know, say this in a couple of the videos with you. And but we really want to thank you, man, for everything you have done for us.
Yeah.
And you've been a real blessing to us, man. Not only are you doing videos, but becoming family. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And we were just talking about this the other day.
Thank you guys.
Oh yeah, man. And you know, to see us grow the way we grew, I think it was a lot because of you. And we owe you everything, man. We owe you a whole lot. A lot of subscribers we got was because of you and just the knowledge that you gave us into doing this. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we listen to everything you say, and we comprehend on everything you say, because a lot of people don't understand the difference between listening and comprehending. But we comprehend on everything you taught us. And man, I really appreciate it, man. And I won't change it for nothing in the world, bro.
Same
nothing.
here.
I wouldn't change it.
Love
and just to let you know, I always got your back. I always got your back, bro.
Same here.
Yeah,
and
always.
To expand on that as well, is I'm just as lucky. You guys are amazing. And
thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
And had a lot of fun. But you guys remember what was the golden rule we said the first night we met? What's the main thing to do on these videos?
Enjoy yourself and have fun.
Have fun.
Always about having
fun. Yeah.
And the real truth is that the real secret of any success that you have in YouTube or anything you do, if you love it, people will love it too.
Exactly. Right. Yeah.
You know, do it your heart, and you can't go wrong. So
True.
yeah.
So we got some more questions, right? Let me see.
Yeah.
Well, Tina wants to know, you ever got trash the treasures in the room?
What is that?
It's peanuts.
No, these are super beats.
Super beats.
Oh, your vitamins. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, you so you taking beats now? The super beats, gummies?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're supposed to be heart healthy and for diabetes.
That's why I'm taking them. Yep.
Yeah.
Good for you, Joe.
Yeah. Glad to see that.
Good for you.
Wondering what I'm shoving down my throat.
Yeah. So that's why he's starting to gain weight a little bit too, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's right. Fight it naturally. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Fight it naturally, bro.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But
Tina wants to know about a meet and greet. We talked about a meetup, but
be amazing. So the best way I think for us to have a meetup is to have a vote. Well, maybe not a vote, but maybe a contest. Like maybe have a fair way to pick a certain state. So let's say somebody in Idaho wants to really meet us, and we have a contest, and they win that contest. We make the trip up there, and that meet and greet. Wouldn't that be cool?
That sounds good.
Yeah, and then we could do the one meet and greet that we had that I really thought went very well. It was the funniest thing. We had one in Alabama, and so many people showed up. I was like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. And we met at a Starbucks, and we didn't realize that was a bad place to meet up because all these people showed up. And we were sitting at the Starbucks drinking Dunkin' Donuts coffee. And it was cool though. But then what we did is we took a lot of people with us on an explore that night, and it was really fun. So we could do it that way again. We did one up in New York on Long Island, and a lot of people showed up for that. And then afterwards, we all went exploring together, and we broke up in teams. Like we had Rob with like 10 people, Chris had like 10 people, I had 10 people. It was just cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, it was cool. Something like that would be pretty cool. I'd be very excited to do that.
Oh yeah, I definitely would love meeting greets, man. I just love meeting people. Period. Though, you know what I mean. But that'd be awesome. I think me personally, I think anything we do together, is awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think anytime we're together, regardless of what it is, I don't care if it's going out to eat, it's awesome. It's just that environment and that vibe that we have together, man, is just great. And be honest with you, I don't see it ending no time soon, unless you got other plans for that.
Oh no.
Joe's moving away. Don't leave us, Joe.
Oh, Joe ain't going nowhere. We're locking down. They're locking down. Yeah, but
I haven't changed me. I just changed the way I do things. That's all.
Right.
That's fun doing videos with no expectation. Like
exactly.
I love the fact that we can go out and do videos. Like that building, I didn't think we were going to get anything. As a matter of fact, I left there as I'm walking down the stairs. Mike and I are talking, and I'm like, well, you know what? Maybe this was kind of a dud, but whatever. I'm glad we were all doing it together. And I caught whole sentence disembodied voice,
that's great.
Yeah, we just go and have fun and just do things. We pick up all kinds of stuff without even knowing it.
Yeah.
I didn't think we was gonna catch nothing either, though, to be honest with you. I thought it was just an in and out thing. It was just so moldy in that place, bro. We had to get out of there, man.
It was horrible.
Yeah, it was just
bad.
Yeah. And then the way that water was sitting in the elevator shaft. That's nothing but mosquito, malaria up something there, boy. Yeah.
Right. I think that building has.
I want to see if.
You said something, Jeff? Did you go out? Your mic went out, I think.
Oh, I said there's definitely a story to tell at that building. I don't know what it is, but there's definitely a story there,
Right. It is strange for an FBI building to close down, though. You know what I mean?
It probably just moved. Could be because if the building was bad, probably already had mildew in it. All that water that was I don't know.
Yeah, but they probably didn't get that way till after they busted all the windows and all
Yeah.
that type of stuff, you know?
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think it
Wait,
was several years. Yeah, so that place
okay.
definitely.
Where did you and Tony go at tonight?
Oh well, it was. Oh, should I give that up? I guess I could give a part of it. We went to the country club, and man, did we get more than we bargained for. So you'll see in the video. I won't give that away.
Okay, yeah, don't give it away. But which
Yeah.
country club? The one not too far from your house?
Yeah, we went to that one. Because I'm like thinking, man, while I have time on my hands, I'm going to make as many videos as possible.
Right,
And
right.
try to get ahead of the videos. But then I get excited and I'm like, oh, you know what? I can't hold on to this. I'm just going to go and put it out, you know?
Right.
But yeah, but it's cool. Like the video that we did at the second video we did after that FBI building, that came out really good too. So yeah, a lot of good stuff, guys. A lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I want to. We got Amy. Hello, Amy. Thank you for joining. Um, KP Paranormal might want to collab. We'll have to talk about that like off screen one day and see what we can do. But I know you go to some pretty good locations, and I saw your most recent upload. I haven't been able to watch the video because I just saw it today when I got on the channel, so I'm gonna have to watch it later. But he finds some pretty interesting spots. Like they must have a lot of abandoned houses up there because it's some.
He's in Kentucky, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's some creepy places up there.
Yeah, that's what we got to do, Joe. We got to do a road, out of state road trip again, like we did in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
But we got to go a lot higher.
What we need to do is take that cargo van, man, throw a mattress in the back so one.
Right.
Hey. Hopefully it should be out of the shop tomorrow. So we're gonna do something, man. Definitely.
Yeah, we'd all be taking a road trip, and Drina's all stretched out on the back seat.
Yep. I'll be asleep. I'll be asleep on my phone.
Yeah. So any more questions, anybody that you have for Joe? Nothing personal. No personal stuff. Just all about the YouTubing and that type of thing. Nothing personal.
Universal says, I wish I could meet Joe and Mike and Drina, but being in a wheelchair would be difficult to travel.
Well, we can come to you.
We can always come to you.
Definitely. Where you at? Oh, you be changing stuff so fast.
Well, Dusty said
she think I read like her or something, y'all.
Dusty said we could come to her. She said one day they will come to you.
I know, but I just asked where is she at.
Oh.
But I forgot who I was talking to because you moved it so fast.
It's Universe.
Oh, Universe. Where are you located?
She has issues with
her legs. Yes. Miss Universe, where are you located at? What state you're in?
Lives in Detroit.
Detroit. Oh, you up there, Michigan?
Well, hey, Detroit has a lot of empty houses.
Yeah, I know. A lot of stuff up in Detroit too, man.
But it's dangerous though. But yeah, that's like one of the places I wanted to go was Chicago until I heard how dangerous it was, and then I was like, nah, I don't think so.
So, Joe, I'm serious about this movie thing, man. We need to make our short movie, bro. What you think?
Let's see. What Joyful said she asked the question.
Oh, she did?
Yeah. Let me go back to Joyful's question.
Hang on, Joe. Well, till she find that, yeah. What about the movie, man? Think we need to make a little movie? Let's ask the subscribers. Y'all think we should make a movie? Even if it's just a 30-minute movie, a short movie.
The thing is, who's writing the movie?
Me and Joe can write the movie. Or you and Joe can write the movie. I just want to be in the movie.
I have an idea for a short film.
Yeah.
Some of it, well, I should say 80% of it's my idea, 20% of it's ideas that I got from others. But I have an idea of something that we could do that could be really quite fun to make.
Okay.
I think we should do it.
I'm up for it.
And Alan, my nephew, is so talented with videography and he's just so talented. and I think we can get him involved too. And I don't even know if he would want to be in it or in the production or both. But he's like a really, really talented producer, and I think that would be a great opportunity as well. You know?
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But see, I want to be the pimp in the movie. I want to have some hoes.
They,
Yeah, yeah. See, I can't have them in real life, so I can pretend on the movie.
there you go.
I just love to have fun, man. But so, any more? Did you find her question?
Yes, she wanted to know, would you be willing to go to the Conjuring house?
Yeah, we already said that. She wanted.
But she was asking Joe, not us.
He's coming.
Well, she wants Joe. Could you say you'd be coming to the Conjuring house
Yes.
with us?
I will be going to the Conjuring house.
Yeah.
Okay.
We won't do it unless and Joe go. How about that? Because I need protection. Gina gonna run.
Ah.
But I think Joe gonna run too because he's been running lately.
Joe's like, don't tell him what happens behind the scenes.
He put it on video. Yeah, that's how I seen it. Because that night we went around him when he went through the two buildings. Yeah.
He ran
But when I looked at this video, I said, "Oh, Joe running! Look at him." Then he thought about it. Wait a minute, hold up, I'm on the video. Let me stop.
Yep, Mighty Joe.
What's the question?
Eric wants to know if Joe can go anywhere in the world to explore, where would you go?
Anywhere in the world, Joe. Where would you go?
Anywhere in the world. I'd like to go to the UK for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, and I know Hazel mentioned, if you ever come out to the UK, she's got all these cool places. She just filmed a church overnight, and I can't wait to see that video.
Yeah.
But I think I'd like to go to the UK. Definitely want to go to Germany. Want to go to Italy. There's so many places. Wow, that's a hard question, but I think I'd like to start in the UK, and especially that's where a lot of my ancestry is from. So, and I have relatives there that I never met that I get invited to come to see them. So it would be kind of interesting to see that side of my family as well.
Wow.
Cool.
And the second question from Eric was, you seem to have a thing for cars. What's one car you would like to have?
A 1970 Chevelle LS6 454 with a 4-speed original car. I had one when I was younger, but when I was younger, those cars were, you could pick them up for, $1,000. Now they're $150,000. But that would be my dream car to have, a 1970 Chevelle SS LS 450.
Everybody said yes to a movie.
Yes, everybody said yes to a movie, Joe. But we got to make it happen.
Definitely want to. I think so. I think that.
And Alan said, "Let's do this. Come on."
Oh yeah, Alan is brilliant when it comes to like videos. He's brilliant. Yeah. I only aspire to have his talents. I just don't. But if he helps us produce a movie and acts in it, we could really make something really spectacular.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yes, Universe. I did say that. Sometimes I can't control what come out of my mouth or what goes in it.
Jeez. Right, Joe? I got nothing to do with it. I wanted to share a video. I don't know.
Universe said her favorite car is a 1967 Chevy Impala.
I love this.
Universe said yes.
The one car I had that would have been worth so much money today would have been, I had I think it was a 1971 Hemi Cuda with a 4-speed. And man, if I still had that car, I bet it'd be worth close to, I'm sure it'd be a minimum 6-figure car. But I was a kid and sold it for like $2,000. Dang, I wish I had that. Oh,
dang, I wish I had.
Man, yep. I thought we were.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you
Okay.
They jump so quick.
Yeah.
tell you
Huh?
guys how much I'm into cars, okay?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, is that your car collection?
I had
Some
since
of
a kid. This is a Matchbox car. It's a king-size Matchbox car. They're up on my shelf in my room. This is a Corgi, it's called. And yeah, look at the headlights. They look like little diamonds. Isn't that
Oh
cool?
wow.
Yeah, this is stuff I had since I was a little kid, man.
So, are those things worth any money?
Yeah.
They're worth money, but it's
Probably
only willing to pay for them. So
right.
you could potentially say, oh, hey, I have $50,000 worth of toys, but can you get someone to pay you $50,000? Probably not. But
Right.
I
But I
still
don't know. Then you made pretty good off of your cards, though, right? The cards you had, cards,
there were some that I had that I sold for quite a bit of money at one time.
right?
Um,
What are you
but
talking
I still have a ton of them.
Share
Like,
screen.
all right, you guys really want to see what my favorite toy is?
Yeah. Hey, leave it. No, leave. I tried to warn y'all guys. I don't want to see your favorite toy, Joe. Better not do that blow up
That
doll.
blow up doll. You got that. Oh,
Oh,
okay. All right.
Wow.
Dang.
Beat a bug. That's what he used to call him. Beat a bug.
Herbie the Love
Yep.
Bug.
Nice.
Yep, Herbie. Beat a bug.
The thing is big.
Yeah, it's huge.
That is nice, Joe.
Have you ever had that appraised?
Yeah, it's not worth a lot of money. It's worth like $200.
Oh,
But
really? That's it?
You-
He was a legend, though. He was a legend car.
right.
yeah.
I used to love watching people. Herbie.
Oh wow. Alan's doing an animated series. Okay.
All right. One other thing. Like this is
Oh, shit.
toy. And somebody asked, this is from 1972. It's still, I got this when I was a little boy. And it's still on the card.
How did you manage to keep it in the plastic?
So good. Like the corners aren't creased.
Enthusiast. And my dad said, save these because someday they'll be worth a lot of money. So he used to put them in a box in the attic for me. So we'd always buy two because back then these were 70 cents maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So one for me to play with, one for me to put away. And I'm glad we did that because here I am at 55 years old and this toy still exists. Now, the value on something like this, because it's a Matchbox.
Still looking. We ready. We want to go in one. I don't mean to cut you off. I was answering KPE, but go ahead.
Might be worth $50. Now, I have some Hot Wheels Redline cars still on the card. They're packed away. They'd be worth, if I sold them all for what the value would be worth, I'd say maybe $40,000. But that would be somebody's willing to pay that. And I doubt somebody's
There
willing to pay.
might be somebody out there that has nothing else better to do with their money but buy some Hot Wheels.
And see, it even makes it more because you're selling it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well,
He's like, yeah. It's JoeyCTV selling it, baby.
yeah.
All you got to do is sign it.
This toy still exists on the card. Now, there's probably other people in the world who have this. It's probably not super, super rare, but it's very rare to be still in the package. So,
right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, still didn't have it in the package,
Yeah.
right?
So when I was a kid, I like got a paper route or whatever I was doing. I always bought toy cars. So my room, I have probably 1,000 cars up on the wall in the card.
Dang.
Yeah. I totally have a kid's room, guys. It's ridiculous, but yes.
You're serious about that car collection, huh?
Yeah, I guess the big thing is that reminds me of being a kid. It reminds me of my innocence, and it keeps my dreams alive. Because I remember, like, when I was a kid, my family really didn't have any money, so I'd always, Hot Wheels cars and Matchbox cars because that's what my family could afford. But it turned out to be such an important part of my life. And because I'm a creative person, I could look at this car and I could remember, like, I could in my head, this is how my brain thinks. in my head, I can remember where it was when I first saw this. So that could bring me to a point in time. Now, how that helps me in my creativity is, let's say I'm writing a book or writing a short story from my childhood. I could take a few of these off the wall and I could sit there and write all day because I'll remember where I was when I first saw it.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Could you remember what you did yesterday?
No, but I can remember.
Exactly. It's crazy, right?
Or yesterday.
That short-term
that short-term memory is crazy, but you can remember stuff when you was a child, like an infant pretty much. But you can't remember stuff you did yesterday. It's crazy.
Yep.
Life is a mess, man.
So it's kind of like how our brains work, right? Like music. Like there might be a song that you can remember and it will take you back to that time. And I think that's where creativity comes from with me. Like I remember songs. I'll remember where I was when I first heard that song.
Mm-hmm.
Way that I get the same kind of feeling from this toy, I could do that with music. So if I decide to write, and let's say we're working on our movie that we're going to put together, as I'm writing, I'll take this and I'll put this on the piece of paper in front of me, and as I'm writing, I'm looking at this because it brings me somewhere. I'll turn on some old music and okay, this, I remember this. I can remember being at the beach in 1986 when I first heard the song, the sun hitting my face. I'll remember all those things, and that helps me be creative. So these little reminders that we have are so important because of that.
Totally agree. Totally agree.
Yeah.
So anybody have any more questions for Mrs. JoeyCTV?
Dusty wants to be the big bad witch in the movie. She's gonna be the witch.
Yeah.
Wait. Hey, that's why you got kicked out of church.
That's the point. I'm gonna have to talk to KP though. Yeah, well, I'm gonna send you a message, KP. Like outside of this, and we'll talk.
So, Joey, when before you started doing YouTube videos, was there anybody on YouTube that you used to watch?
No, but you know what? I used to work overnights, and when I'd work overnights, it would get real slow, so that I would look at YouTube videos. But I was always drawn to abandoned places, and I would look at Adam the Woo. I'd look at this kid called 539 Productions, who we wound up doing videos with later on as well. Exploring with Josh, like people like that I'd watch just for the abandoned places. And then I'd started getting obscure, so I looked at their stuff, and then I was like looking at just random places, and I thought, wow, this is so exciting. Like I would love to go check out abandoned places. And of course I'd look at car stuff, junkyards, and then I started expanding my searches. Like, okay, I'm looking at junkyards, but how about maybe let's try looking for somebody who bought a car from the junkyard and they restored it, and let's watch their videos on how they did it, and things like that.
Have you ever did a video in a junkyard?
I did a couple of them.
Really?
And I can get in touch with the guy again, and we could go do it. It's up like near Tampa. It's his old junkyard down this creepy dirt road. And the guy lives in a house right next door to the junkyard, and he's really cool, and he let us film it. And
oh, really?
Ups now, but he let us film it, and it was a lot of fun to do. The thing I liked about it so much was he gave us full reign of the yard, even though he wasn't on the premises, and he was like, yeah, he just trusted us to do it. But there was cars in there, old Mustangs, old Chevelles. There was a cool old AMX, and then just a plethora of cars. But it was scary too, because it really had tall grass, and he was like, just be careful of the rattlesnakes. Like,
right. But you got to think, if you think about it, junkyards or salvage yards could be haunted because all the wrecked cars that people passed in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you would think places like that could be haunted as well, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And it was yeah, I don't know if we picked up anything paranormal per se. But it was a creepy feeling like walking around there because
Yeah.
it's. But it was interesting to see. I'm like, wow, there were some cars that people like salvaged that were like nicer than the car I was driving. I'm like, what the heck is this thing doing here?
Right, right.
But yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
I know my mom. My mom used to tell us a story about when she was young, and my granddad had some a lot of abandoned cars in their yard, and when it rained or it got foggy, she was able because she was able to see the dead, and she was able to see a man on top of one of the cars with a cut off head.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, so I'm assuming he must have got decapitated in one of the cars or something.
Wow. Yeah, there were cars that I remember being in the junkyard that had like they were hit really hard,
Mm-hmm.
like plastic that said biohazard on it. So I would assume somebody didn't make it.
Right, right. Hmm.
But yeah, it was cool. And then there's a junkyard in Georgia, I think would be cool. Like they never crushed any cars, and they have cars spanning from the 40s up to the 80s. Just and there's some cool old muscle cars. I mean, trees growing through them, kind of stuff. But
Right, right.
bucks, I think you can walk through this whole place and film all you want. I think that'd be kind of cool because I like to do different types of videos too.
Yeah.
Right, right,
Yeah.
You know,
right.
Gotta
I don't
switch it up.
back us into a spot where we don't want to do anything other than paranormal. But
Right.
Right.
Now, I got another question for you, but it's back on the paranormal trip. Um, the beginning, we're doing our live tonight. We was talking about reincarnation. Do you believe in reincarnation?
So I would say no. But it is, we all have that deja vu, right? Type feeling sometimes like I've been here before.
Right.
Mhm.
I watch shows on it where people, passed and they passed for a few minutes and they talk about like going to the afterlife and then coming back and they knew they were, reincarnated in the sense that they had a life before that and you kind of come back until you get it right type. Um, I don't know. I really
Don't
don't
know.
for that. I I I think we all have a spiritualness about us and a familiar spirit in our own selves. Like we know there's more to us than just these bodies. And I know that
Right,
I
right. I agree.
do we come back? I guess it's possible in the sense I would say I think that we're here to learn, right? We're here to learn and be able to learn not only to love one another, that we're all connected, learn to love God, learn to know God, right? Is it possible that we pass on and then, we didn't learn enough, so we got to come back? Maybe. Um, it's a hard one because I don't want to be presumptuous and say, yeah, but I don't want to be blind to it and say that that's not possible as well, if that makes
Right.
sense.
So
But
pretty much you're just open minded to it. Pretty
I'm
much.
open to it. I believe in a spiritualness of us. Obviously, I think we have a soul. I think that we move on. I think we go to heaven when we die. I think that this is a learning experience. I think the one biggest thing that could support that theory of being reincarnated is that I think we all need to know that we're all connected.
Right.
I humans we forget that
Mm-hmm.
you can't we're connected to every living thing.
Right.
That to be true, and I think that we're all one in this sense. And there's definitely people on this planet like, well, I don't want to be connected to that person, but you are, um, but I think that's one lesson that we need to learn in life is that we're all the same. We're all on the same journey. We all have the same fears. We all have the same faults. None of us are perfect, but we're here to learn from each other, build each other up. And
Right.
maybe it's possible, I guess, if you pass on and you didn't learn that lesson, maybe, or you didn't learn to love, you didn't learn, you didn't learn to know God or whatever you believe, maybe you have to come back and redo it.
Right.
What do you guys
Okay. like my thing is like, let's say,
Night, Alan.
um, I got, for example, I won't call this reincarnation, but do you think that there's possible that we can have a twin or somebody that looks like us that we're not even related to or don't even know?
We all got a doppelganger.
Doppelganger, right? That's what they call it.
Yeah.
Well, no, a doppelganger is a ghost. It's pretty much a
It's
ghost.
like a
That
mirror image of you, though.
Right,
Yeah.
right. But I wouldn't call that a doppelganger. It's a person that's living. I'm talking about somebody that's living. Because I got a guy here. Well, he stays in Palmetto.
You have guys.
I never seen him. At least I don't think I've seen him. But they said me and this guy can go for twins. One of Dreener friends seen him and thought he was me. But I never seen this guy before.
There's another guy up in Carolina. When we used to live up there, they said there's a guy that looks like him.
He had the exact same name.
Yeah, they have same
Michael
name.
Tyrone Donaldson, the exact same name.
Never
After
met
he
him,
ended up getting killed. They found him. He was killed in Blackville, South Carolina. They found him tied to a tree. Somebody had killed him. But he had the exact same name I had. Even they say he don't look like me. And this happened when we were staying up there. Yeah.
So I would really feel bad for somebody if they had this face and they had to walk around.
Shut up, Joe.
You crazy, man. Hey, they look this good. Woo, well, I don't know what to tell them. You know what I mean? But yeah, but it's just stuff like that, you know. And like Dusty, if she show you the picture she just sent us with her son and her great, I guess it would be the great grandfather or the great grandfather, they look exactly alike.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, and then you could say, well, they got the bloodline, so you know within that bloodline you're gonna look familiar, but they look like twins.
Casper twins, yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you have these young kids, little kids that shouldn't know things they know. You know what I mean? Of previous people that's been here.
Right.
So my thing is, where do they get all this ability to know them things if they wasn't here before? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I mean that's a good question. There's so many unanswered questions, you know, and
right.
It's hard. Like, you know, when I first started doing videos, if you would ask me if there was such a thing as paranormal, I'd be like, no. But now that I've done them and experienced it, I'm like, wow, I never thought that a disembodied voice existed. I never even thought of it. So yeah, I guess to keep your mind open is important, you know?
Yeah.
I want to try and share something with you, Joe.
Okay.
Someone brought to our attention earlier today on the video back from the that nursing home that we went to.
Mm.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can share this with you real quick. Hopefully it'll come up.
Universe say her daughter and her niece look like twins, but they are not. Wait a minute, they are not sisters. My sister daughter is a splitting image of each other's.
All right.
But I'm looking at the clip.
So in this clip, I put it in slow motion. I wanted to save it. I was actually going to send it to you.
There's actually two things that happen in this stick falling, and then the other thing.
Yeah, it was a pipe.
Or a pipe, whatever.
At the premises at this time or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, you was.
Now watch behind you. Look behind you as you walk out.
Well, go ahead. Right
there.
Did you see it? It looked like someone was reaching out to grab you. It looked like someone was reaching out to grab you.
Hold on. Let me see if I can rewind this.
Right there. See it? Did you see it? Look. Okay, look behind you, but look at the wall. Look behind you, but look in.
Oh, what is that?
Like right up in here. right up in here.
Right there. Did you see it?
All right, hold on.
Did you see
Go.
it?
It's right here where the arrow is. Okay, you're coming out.
Yeah. There's a hand. Unless I have 3 hands.
Right
Right
there.
there. Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
But even before that, if you go back a little bit, Tony's brother-in-law, that pipe falls off the wall and hits him in the back. Watch this.
Yeah, I saw him picking that up.
Yeah, it fell off the wall and hit him. But then, right when you walked in, you get that right there. There's like a hand or something coming out to reach you, try to grab you.
Yeah, what is that? Yes, there is. Wow, that's creepy, guys. My God. Wow.
Well, one of the subscribers pointed that out to us today.
Yeah. Pretty crazy. I was just like, what? I had to slow it down and I saw it and it kind of freaked me out a little bit.
Yeah, it looked like a hand trying to reach and grab you, man.
Wow. That's insane.
Yeah. But I mean, what else could it be? What? It's nothing was there. You just walked out of there, so there's nothing was already hanging there. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man.
That's so weird. Dang. Wow.
Crazy.
But when stuff like that happens, it makes you want to go back.
Yeah.
Not me.
I'm good. You're good, right, Joe?
Oh, what's up? What's up, Tony? I see you finally made it back in.
Gwen,
Nice.
We got Gwen came in the room with us tonight. Thank you, Gwen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Wow.
That. Huh?
Some stuff. Wow.
Look at him. Know what to say. Look.
Are you blown right now? Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. Because I tried to debunk it and think, well, maybe it was an extra glare from your light, but
nah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because, like I said, that pipe just before that pipe fell and hit Tony's brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Off the wall. So how would that even have fell?
So
you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Late. And I got there late because I got stuck in heavy traffic. And what happened was when I parked in the back, I'm back there, hear somebody sneeze right off the bat. I'm like, oh man, I'm back here by myself. I'm getting my camera out of the car. I just heard a sneeze. But when I was walking in there, I swear to you, I thought I heard somebody else walking around. So much so that it prompted me to go into the rooms on the first floor and like see who's in there. And nobody's in there. I also think that something sometimes tries to, and I think this could be said for all of us, something tries to trip you up. Like sometimes I notice, Mike, you'll get sick. Sometimes I notice Drina has her intuition right out, spot on. We got to get the F out of here. You know, there's just something. And walking in there that night, especially alone, I felt like something was trying to grab me the whole way up. That's what's freaking me out. Wow. I kept feeling like somebody's behind me. Something's there. There's somebody in the room. Nobody was there. So that's eerie. And you clearly see a hand reach out. That's what that is. No other. It's not mine.
But
you know.
But
yeah,
but
nobody was back there with you.
Yeah, but what was crazy is that same hall that you went in, we had went in prior. Do you even get in there? And when we first went in, you could hear like pipes knocking. And then I realized all the pipes are PVC. Right. They're not metal pipes. So you hear something knocking, and then you can hear like, you know, footsteps and all kinds of crazy stuff. So me and Drina stayed in the hallway a good while listening and looking. Walk down there, there's nothing there. And then you happen to come in and go down that same hall and get experiences too. You know what I'm saying? That what was crazy.
Wow.
I'm gonna share.
You say what about that door handle? that Dusty sent.
Yeah. Let's see if that'll come up.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy, man. I was like, whoa. But we went there the first time. We didn't really get a whole lot of evidence like we did this time. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
Wow.
then once again, Tony's got about 34 spirits following him. I don't know. He said we can't go nowhere with Tony and don't pick up something.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So he's got something following him everywhere.
That's just crazy.
You okay, Joe?
Yes.
He blows.
Oh wait.
Yeah, he blows.
Yeah.
Damn. That's crazy, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's creepy.
But you know what? You just brought something to my attention. I think I just thought about this, right? Because I do get sick a lot. Well, not a lot, but sometimes we're doing these investigations. I wonder that's my sensitivity.
I think so. I think you're vulnerable.
You know what I'm saying? Is that how I pick? Yeah, that's how I pick up spirits. Is by me getting sick.
I think you change physically and emotionally. Have you noticed that, Joe? With Mike, like his emotions will change.
What I notice about all of us, like me, I think that I get quiet. I think that Drina gets like very much like on point. Drina's the most on point than all of us. Like Drina knows, like she's like, look, Joe, we gotta go. I just know we gotta go. And I think Mike gets confused and sick. And I think that's how we get affected. Like if you ever notice, like, you know, Joe, you're being kind of quiet. Are you all right? Yeah, I'm all right. But like, it just doesn't feel right to me. And I think that Mike, I think that it goes under the premise of bringing the premise of bringing light into a dark place. And I don't think like light. So when we're being, you know, sometimes we're being jovial, we're having fun. And I think that offsets the balance of the book. And a lot of times, Mike may be having more fun, like joking around. And I think whatever it doesn't like it's going to take that energy away. And I think what it does with me is, you know me, I'm always flapping the jaw. Blah, 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 blah. Me kind of be quiet. And I think what it does with you is you're always like the one to go, hey, maybe it's time to quit while we're ahead. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what happens. I think that whatever may be in these places, whether you believe it's a demon, whether you believe it's a ghost, it doesn't like you or might have kind of, you're not coming here and laughing at my place.
Right.
You're not having fun on this. And one person asked me one time, well, how is it possible, that you're picking up these? I do videos for years. I don't pick up any. The answer, I don't really know. How is it that people can be dark?
Well, universe just says sometimes Joe doesn't want to admit it. He has gifts.
Does have gifts.
I don't, because I don't feel I do. I really don't. I don't think I have any gifts. I'm not psychic. I don't have any abilities. I have a good intuition, maybe a good common sense about me.
Right.
But I really don't. I don't think I'm really gifted at all in any of that. I think that the only thing that I could say is I think that there are spirits or demons, whatever you want to classify them as, that know that I can hear them if they whisper to me. That's the only thing that I would say. Because I hear things sometimes and I'm like, what the F is this? And then there's times I thought I heard something, I play it back and it's a car driving by, But then there's been times I heard something and I'm like, and then I play it back and there's something really there. I'm like, what is this? So I wouldn't necessarily say that's any type of gift, but I think that for whatever reason, I think we have. I think if I could classify, I think with the gifts that we have. I think Tony's so open to things that he opens that door, and I think he's really good at that. That would be his talent. I think Drina has. I always thought this. I always thought that Drina had somebody that follows her that reprimands her, that says, "Why are you here? What are you doing here?" And I think that that's what I get. Like again, from the things that I've heard in the videos that I interpreted, but I could be wrong. And I think with you, Mike, I think you have such a happy, positive spirit. It doesn't like it. It's almost like, don't come in my house and be happy. I'm stuck here. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think that it'll attack you in that sense, and attacks me. Like I instantly get, like, I can go from 100 to 0 real quick. Like, I'm like, hey man, this is great, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I got to get out of here. I don't know why I got to get out of here, but I got to get out of here. And it was like the night I went by myself to that theater. Those people showed up and they were talking to me, you know, and I knew there was something wrong, and then there was gunshots at the end, you know. And a lot of people ask me, they're like, oh, there's other people there exploring, you kind of chase them away, and I don't do that. I'm just very cautious of my surroundings. Like, you know, like I did a video and there was some people there and they came over and started talking to me, and all I said was, hey, you know, guys, I'm not going to talk to you, and rightly so, I don't have to, but I think that me is a heightened awareness of what could go wrong from experience, you know, and so maybe we all have a heightened level of consciousness that attribute to, you know, to these explorers. And I also think that I do believe that our brain puts out a wave, right? Like people vibing good. I vibe good with the person, or good vibe about them, but we really do put out a vibe. And I think that what happens is some of us put out that vibe, and we can pick up a lower vibe. Our intuition tells you, hey, you know, you're picking up a low vibe here. There's something not vibing good. Like, you know, somebody commented, oh, you're always saying these places have bad vibes. Well, they do. And if you have a bad vibe at a place, then you're internalizing that. Your conscious mind may not acknowledge it, but I think your unconscious mind is saying to you, there's a reason to be scared here. There's something not right. And when you pick up that lower vibe, I think what happens is you're picking up that frequency. Some people can pick up that, and you know, I got to leave here. And maybe your body is reacting to it, saying, I'm making you feel sick so you can leave. This is your signal to leave. You're not leaving? Okay, now you don't feel good. Now let's leave. And I think what it does is it makes me go, man, I'm not vibing here at all. I got to leave. And I think that we all interpret differently. Rena happens to go, I'm picking up on this, so I'm going to be the voice of reason. Guys, don't you think we should do A, B, and C? You know, because Mike and I will be like, we're going this way. And Drena's like, well, maybe this way. So I think that maybe there's a gift, but maybe it's a God-given gift of being able to put out a frequency, pick up a frequency. If you know that frequency isn't right, then to move on. Maybe that, I don't know.
But I don't know, man. Something was wrong with me today, and it started. Well, I paid attention to it. I think it was Saturday. I was telling them early. Well, they seen how I was early. I was down. I would say, I guess, down. I don't know if I was down or what, but I didn't actually feel better until I went to talking. Well, I heard my mom's voice. And then, you know, we went to talking about God and the Bible and that type of stuff. And my energy just changed.
Right.
So I don't know if, you know, someone could have been attached to me. I don't know. But I mean, I was like, I was just down. I felt like, even I just thought about this. Even I was telling Drina, you know, I didn't feel like doing nothing today. I felt like I was tired. I just didn't feel like doing nothing. Right. You know, but I still got up and I started moving. Okay. Started moving and stuff like that. but it's still, I was still in that down. Hey, you want me something? I was down, and like I said, until I started, like I said, I heard my mom's voice first. Then when I went to the bathroom, came back, and we started talking about God and that type of stuff, and my whole spirit just changed. It
I
just
believe.
changed. Yeah.
I think
I mean,
that.
I try. Go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry. Oh, you go
No,
ahead. I
no, go ahead.
apologize.
No, you
I
good.
was that I've experienced similar, and I think that's what draws me closer to God now is that um I was feeling like I was becoming oppressed in a way from
Right,
doing,
right.
and I think
And
that.
I was feeling like that. And like I was explaining to them, I was feeling this. I was feeling yesterday. I was feeling down. We did the video. I was even feeling down, but it wasn't to the point like it was today. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And I even got when we went in to the last spot, and the suit was gone.
Yeah.
That made me upset. I really got upset about that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't my suit.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I was like, I hope when I kept saying I hope his family got it, his family came and got his suit. I kept saying that because it was like really irritating. It made me mad, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I woke up this morning, and then it just seemed like my whole, like I was down, depressed. I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? I could focus, but I wasn't myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I listened to music. I tried to smile. I tried to be me, but I couldn't until I heard my mom's voice, and we started talking about God and stuff, and that's when everything changed.
And that's a good point. I'm glad you brought that up. I think that the trick of the devil is to make you think he doesn't exist, right? That everybody's heard that expression. And I think that doing the videos that we do does leave us vulnerable sometimes. And I think that's why we need to stay prayed up and keep God first. Really do. Because what happens, I think, with oppression is it doesn't show up right away. It's slow and it comes slow and it gets you depressed and and it slowly takes over things in your life and makes you angry, and it takes you every direction away from God possible.
Right.
And that I really believe the only reason we exist is because of God. Think about it. If it
Oh
wasn't
yeah.
for, we wouldn't have any reason to be here, And
Right.
the trick is to make you think everything's okay. I got this. But maybe we don't. Maybe we need to, and I'm not trying to preach or anything, but I'm saying
I
from
did that earlier. I did that earlier. But go ahead.
Jesus in our lives and having God is really the only true way, in my opinion. And I think that the trick is to make you not think about God, to make you follow the wrong path. And that's, and make you angry. And when you think about it, if you take it the videos now differently with a grain of salt and put God first, I think that when you do that, you open you're protected for one. You open a whole new world of happiness in your life, and I think that now these things become they're there. They may try to trip you up, but they can't get a hold of you, and that's the whole thing. It tries to get a hold of you, and
Right.
that's just my opinion. Again, I'm no expert, but I'm glad you're not letting things get you upset like that because that's all we have. Material things are
Right.
just got to have peace of mind, happiness, health. That's what's important. Family, people that love you. You have that, man. You got everything.
Right. Right.
That's what anger tries to take you away from. Takes you away from those things. Makes you angry. You want
Right.
to.
But the thing about it, I wasn't angry though. I was just like you said. I was in like a depressed stage. I wasn't gonna say this, but I guess I go ahead and say it now. I even went to my son's grave today, and I talked to him for a little while. You know what I'm saying? I even tried to do an EVP, but I didn't get anything. But on my way home,
I pretty much cried all the way home.
Oh, Mike, I'm sorry, man.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you. I pretty much cried all the way home. You know what I'm saying? And thank you. Listening to some songs that even made me more depressed that I shouldn't have been listening to. But I came in the house. I guess I was kind of angry because I even cussed at my dog because she went to barking and I cussed her. You know, and so I guess I had to be a little angry as well.
Right.
You know, but I still went on, you know, doing what I wanted to do, and that was do this live tonight. You know what I mean? So bringing God in the equation, it just changed everything for me.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And thanks to, you know, our followers and subscribers and stuff, how, you know, they reached out and they prayed for me as well. You know what I mean? But I guess it's what we run into sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Is these different types of, I won't say attachments, I would just say feelings, I guess, in a sense, that can bring us to that point of depression, you know, anger, you know, and that type of stuff. And like you said, and see, that's something we didn't do yesterday was pray.
Right.
You know, and matter of fact, we haven't prayed since lately we haven't. You know, we've been going doing these videos. The only thing, I take that back. Me, Tony, and Drina have been doing, I don't know the name of the thing. Is who? Well, you come tell them what it is. Some crazy. Tony, he's on here.
It's like cleansing your spirit.
It's cleansing our spirits with some type of thing. Tony lights the fire. Okay.
It's a piece of wood.
And what it's called?
It's like cleansing your spirit. It's Palo Santo.
Right, and we did that twice. Once when we did we went to the abandoned where the squatters was at.
Yeah.
That night we did it, and then we did it when we left the nursery, but we didn't do it yesterday. We didn't do it yesterday, and I don't know. You know, was he able to sneak in then and try to be slick with it? The ghost, the spirit, try to attach itself to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, you know.
We should always pray before. We don't even necessarily have to put it in the video. Just pray before we do it and just do our thing.
Right.
And, you know, I every day what I do is I kind of, the first thing I always try to do is pray in the morning when I get up, pray before I go to bed. And if anything, it makes me feel very at ease. And I think that it's.
Hey.
He's laughing at Tony. Tony said he could listen to you talk for hours.
Oh, me or Mike?
You.
Talk to you. He got a crush on you. Tony got a crush on you.
Tony said I could listen to Joe.
I keep telling you, he's mine. He was mine first. Just say, huh?
Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, anyway, guys, I think it's like I'm going to start getting ready for bed. I got to go my job hunting tomorrow.
I was going to say, we need to get up off of here. This was supposed to be an hour live, and it's going on 4 hours.
3 hours and 18 minutes.
We're talking.
Yes.
For a while.
But they hung around with us. That's the beauty of it.
Thank y'all so much, guys. Thank y'all for joining the live. Thank you,
Miss
Joe.
CG left and came back.
Yes, she did. Thank you.
Oh yeah, thank you, Joe, for you know, participating with us tonight. Even though I know you weren't expecting it, you know what I'm saying? Cause but this is so fun, man. I love doing this, and thanks everybody for hanging in with us and talking to us and enjoying our live. When I think the only reason y'all stayed because Joe came, but it's okay. It's okay though, you know. I'm just playing. Y'all would have stayed anyway. Better had to anyway.
The ladies love Joe.
The lady love me and Joe.
I think we only have we only have 2 guys in here.
That's Eric and Tony. All the rest is women.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. Eric is the one from Clearwater.
Oh yeah, I know it was somebody was from Clearwater. Yeah, Eric. Hey, Is he still on?
Barbara said, "No, don't leave me." Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Joe, this is what we do on Mondays, Joe. We have live nights on Mondays. So anytime you want to come on, we can. And she could put 3 people on at the same. Well, 2 people, including us, on at the same time. So
You can have a menage live. What?
yeah,
Menage
live, right?
What?
Yeah.
No, I think we can get. Actually, we can have up to like 6 people on here.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yo. So
cool.
yeah, we'll have to do this again one day. If you're up to it.
Like I said, we're doing it every Monday. Every Monday at 9:00 we're live.
We try to stick to it.
Yeah. If I don't do it, Drina's gonna do it.
How many people did we have on here tonight? How many do we have on? I don't even see.
It just said around an average of like 22, but then once you get off, it gives you a total number.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Dusty said you can get up to 6 people. So.
Okay.
Yeah, Dusty's the brain of the outfit.
We don't have numbers like you on your live. I think you usually get up in the hundreds sometimes, maybe even thousands, but
yeah,
we're going to get there.
Well, we'll get there.
We're going to get there.
Oh, we can get that many if Joe advertise it.
Yeah.
Huh?
I just put out one of your videos. I just advertised.
No, I'm talking about advertising live.
Yeah.
Oh,
especially if you're gonna be on it, we're gonna pimp you out. I told you I wanted to be a pimp, so you're gonna be my hoe.
Oh, I'm sorry, Eric. Eric is from Buffalo.
Oh, so who's from?
I'm thinking that there is another Eric that's from.
Oh, okay. Well, he straightened that quick. No, I'm from Buffalo, New York. Wait, Joe, what part of New York you from? And Tony's from New York too, right?
So I lived in East Patchogue, Suffolk County. But I used to go to a lot of parties up in Buffalo when I was in college. It was one of our fun party spots, actually. Geneseo, Buffalo, I think it was Plattsburgh as well. So I'm very familiar with the area. And Buffalo is a really cool place. Boy, does it snow there, though. My God, does it snow there. But yeah.
What part is Tony from?
Tony
lived in the Bronx.
Yeah.
I thought he was from the Bronx.
I lived in the Bronx too for a while. Yeah, had a lot of fun in the Bronx.
I went to New York one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was driving trucks, I went up there. Me and my brother.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, went to Ground Zero.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
Cool.
Again, thank you, Joe.
Oh, she's trying to get off live now, y'all.
I am.
So we're gonna have to say good night. Good night, Joe. Once again, thank you. And thanks everybody for joining the live. We'll be doing this every Monday. Excuse me, every Monday at 9:00. If everything goes properly. And hopefully we'll have Joe, Tony, and anybody else that want to come on and hang out with us and get drunk, drinking water.
Yeah.
So once again, we appreciate everybody, and thanks for the prayers, and thanks for the I love yous and all that good stuff. And we'll see you later. See you, Joe. Love you guys.
Y'all be blessed. Everybody have a good night.
All right. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
You too.
Bye.